Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Storm King's Thunder, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for this evening. But the rest of my friends are not going to agree with me on that statement probably this evening. So, welcome, innocent bystander. We're so glad that you're with us tonight for another exciting adventure in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Thank you guys for joining us. Tonight is an epic episode. This is episode 64 in Storm King's Thunder, where our party is about to face off against an evil Lich Queen that they've been chasing for quite some time. So yeah, there's that. It's going to be good. So I'm just going to go ahead and take you guys over to the group. I apologize for glitchiness that's going on. For some reason, my internet is deciding to be very difficult with me this evening. So if we get a couple glitchiness altogether, I apologize in advance. Hopefully it will work itself out. I am keeping my fingers crossed. So we will see how that happens. A couple quick shout outs. We're going to throw a quick shout out to our major sponsor, Dice Bard, for coming along board and sponsoring us. If you type an exclamation point Dice Bard in the chat, you'll get a link to their website where you can order some pretty awesome dice and other D&D related RPG merchandise. And when you do, if you type in the coupon code PROBO in the chat, you'll get expedited shipping, free expedited shipping anywhere in the world. So make sure you check out Dicebard. And thanks, Dicebard, for coming on board. We also want to thank Twitch, Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ for all of their support. So, does everybody want to say hi to everybody? Because you guys are live right now. Everybody looks so tense. I mean,
so basically we're saying hi because this is our last farewell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just...
Tune in 2 weeks from now when we start Storm King's Thunder.
The real Storm King's Thunder, not this offshoot thing that we've got going on.
Well, yeah.
Hi.
I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit for everybody.
Just remember, folks, sometimes you don't need a hero. Sometimes you just need a monster.
That's it. So, last time on episode 63, our party finished up. They had finished up defeating this terrible sea creature and was able to destroy all but 2 of the last gems. They went into the final chamber. They defeated some Bulgara, some awful-looking demon ape-like, gorilla-like creatures. Diana was able to pull off the final banishment of the large one and send him to... I don't know where she sent him. She just sent him somewhere. It's like, boom, he was gone. Somewhere cold, right? Is that what we said? Yeah. Sent him off packing his luggage. And they were able to get the final gem and destroy it. Callista, being quick to grab Diana's gem, destroyed that as well. And it opened a portal underneath the fountain, which brought them to a very large, appeared to be throne room. The party, under Mulfin's hut, decided to take a long rest. But 30 minutes in, Lachlan saw the Lich Queen herself, just walking along the outskirts of his vision, just glaring at him, smiling. An evil smile. The party decided to walk forward, and that's where they approached Kruella. Began to engage in some little bit of small talk before Callista got upset and fired a moonbeam at her.
Per usual. I'm sorry, not sorry, but really sorry. Christy's sorry, Callista's not sorry.
So, that's where we pick up tonight. And so the story is told. I need everyone to roll initiative. Just
didn't even buy us flowers first.
No.
Just like that, folks. And I'm gonna give us some more appropriate music for the occasion. Uh-oh. I didn't have the Oh!
I failed initiative, guys.
I'm gonna have to turn that down a little bit.
Well, and I got 22.
Yeah, my dude.
Me and Christy are pretty bad.
Oh,
This is not good for
So I'm gonna
Callista.
scroll this down so our
Oh,
friends
not
at
good.
chat on Twitch chat can see this. We've got Mulfin. Looks like he rolled it in 11.14. So we got
Really?
Molfin's initiative.
MP goes first at 23. What?
We got Lachlan in at a 22. Whoa, Lachlan.
Anastasius is also 22.
Anastasius is also 22.
Yep.
I will say Lachlan probably has the
Goes
advantage.
first. Yeah, he's got the edge. He's got
The little
more
edge.
deck.
It looks like we've got Callista coming in at a 3. And we got Ashlyn coming in at the 6, rolling the nat 1 on initiative.
You get that out of the way.
Diana rolling in at a 14. Wow, that's impressive for Diana. She's been rolling zeros a lot.
Yes.
And so that's Anastasius. And Impy comes in at 23.
Yep.
Good for him.
Hey, he's out searching for phylacteries. He's picking it up and he's looking for something.
That's true.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to get a sip of my Mountain Dew. We are not sponsored by Mountain Dew, although I wish we were.
No, ginger ale. Canada Dry.
Canada Dry.
Evan Williams Honey Whiskey.
Yeah. Top of the order, folks, as Cruella the Black is just getting singed a little bit. She rolled out of the back of the throne, out of the lap of this, what looks to be stone statue of a king, King Valorian, above this throne. She backs up. She's sparkling in this purplish energy that Callista shot down towards her. Impy is up first. What would Impy like to do?
Okay, so I'm just looking. I'm assuming it has the same movement as a standard imp, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Impy is just being instructed to go and search to see if he can find a phylactery without even really knowing what it is.
Okay.
Is going to so right behind where we're standing in this telling you in this entranceway, you said there were tunnels to the left and right.
There were, yes.
So Impy is just
we're like large hallways.
yeah.
Mm.
So Impy is just going to move and dash and take off down the one closest to him.
Yeah, the map that you're seeing cuts off there, but you can continue down there. It continues down quite a while, but it's a long hallway there.
Okay, and he's taken off. Just move dash.
Mm-hmm. How far can Impy see?
So, see?
Yeah, how far can he see down that hallway?
On the map itself?
No, I mean like his sight.
His sight.
Like,
okay, let me just
yeah.
check here. Okay, so senses dark vision 120 feet.
Okay, yeah. What he can see is he can see that there's a large room. It kind of opens up into a large room at the end of this long hallway.
Okay, so he is 80 feet towards that large room.
Okay, he's probably about, I'd say maybe like 30 or 40 feet away from it now.
Oh, beautiful.
As he's flying towards it.
As certain as he is diving that way to see what he can find in that room.
Excellent. That brings us to Lachlan.
Oh boy. What am I seeing? So, Michael, in general, like, what does the situation look like? You know, is Kruella, is she looking at anyone? How's this look?
She just kind of did like a backflip off of she rolled back off of the chair as she was being torched by this moonbeam. It looks like she's going to try to do anything to get out of the range of the moonbeam right now. But she's looking towards Molfin and Callista with a lot of hateful rage. Up above on this, it's kind of like a raised platform where the throne is.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I have control here. I'm gonna use my movement, my cutting action to kind of get up with them.
Okay.
And then just to mess with her.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to look like Molson. I'm gonna flip her off.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Wow. You know what? That's a really good idea.
Okay.
So he goes towards Lachlan, or towards Molfin, and all of a sudden you guys see Lachlan's form just change to look like exactly like Molfin. wearing the shroud and everything, and all of a sudden this middle finger just comes flying up, almost like he puts it in between Muffin and Callista right there. It's just like, yeah, like sticks it right out there.
And I think that was my action. The middle finger was my action.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, the disguise self was your action.
Actually, I could probably get like up here with my move.
Okay, yeah, so you're right beside, so there's 2 Muffins there.
Yep. I want to be like dodging and weaving, like confusing her, making her feel super uncomfortable.
Okay, perfect. I love it. All right, Anastasia's go.
Okay. Muffin, how tall are you?
I think
You're
you're
muted.
That.
Hey, it wouldn't be a proficiency bonus stream.
What else is new?
Bingo.
Let's see here. Where is my character sheet? Because I cannot remember.
Oh, and
I've got it marked down as 3 feet.
Ashlyn, don't forget you have the nat 20.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Debating what I can do here with him. So he's going to get closer.
Okay.
Probably, yeah, about there. He's going to inspire Muffin. And you know what? He's gonna follow Lachlan's lead and do disguise self, and like it's a slightly taller Muffin, but he's doing the exact same thing as Lachlan.
Spartacus! I am Spartacus.
I do that on the path of the Kenzai.
And it's a racial feat, so yep, that just happens.
It just happens.
It-
All right.
It's not even a spell. He just uses it.
Is he going to say anything when he does this, or does he just turn into Muffin?
Something that's not stream friendly. Put it that way.
All right. So you guys hear the curses coming from behind you.
Like a mix of infernal and common, but you get the gist.
Some terrible, terrible things. We'd have to put an NC-17 rating on that business
Oh
right
boy,
there.
oh boy.
Yeah.
You get one swear on PG, right? You get one swear.
It's like he goes to talking to us. Beep, 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 beep,
And
beep.
he's also flipping her off. Like he's mimicking Lachlan to the T, but on a higher level, with just more obscenity.
Nice. All right.
Mind you, as Muffin turns and hears that, and sees himself, and then himself.
His ego.
Just a moment.
It's her turn. Seeing this nonsense, she, I believe, has to first make a saving throw against the moonbeam.
Yes, you do.
Okay. That's con, right?
I believe so.
What's the DC?
16.
She just made it with a 16.
Okay, well, she still takes half.
Okay.
So she takes 18.
18, so
Half of 18, so she takes 9.
9 points. Gotcha. 9.
9 radiant.
9 radiant damage. All right. Excellent. So she's sizzling within this moonbeam. She steps forward. 10.
I'm beginning to regret my life choices.
We all do, it's fine.
And is actually going to get right to here. She's going to use all her movement to move up to there.
Oh, okay.
As she's walking forward, you can see that she had picked up something that was leaning up against the throne. As she starts to walk forward, it looks like a staff of some sort. And she's walking kind of like has her kind of chest confidently out as she's walking forward. It's almost like she's hovering with this black dress that drapes down to the ground. And she is just hovering down these steps and comes towards you. Her arms kind of just stick out to the side, one of them holding a staff, the other one is fingers outstretched and crackling with this green energy as she moves forward, smiling towards all of you. She looks towards Lachlan and says, I can see right through your trickery.
Like, really though?
And she looks towards Molfin, and she begins to point her finger towards Molfin with this green energy kind of crackling off her hand. And she
Does Molfin recognize anything?
Have we
You
seen
know-
this before?
You have not.
She has not cast this at us before in the first fight.
Nope.
Molfin is just going to wave his hand and counterspell.
Counterspell.
Another swear
Okay.
word.
Molfin!
She is going to burn her reaction to counterspell your counterspell.
Oh no.
Oh shoot!
We need another swear word jar.
And as that happens,
Is she... What level is she casting it at?
you would have casted it 3rd level, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a 3rd level counterspell cancels a 3rd level counterspell
Fair enough.
because it would counter your counter, right? Yeah. And so what happens is this green crackling energy just starts to form out of her hand, and then it just dissipates. And she sticks her hand on her hip and she says, "Still." And you are you're under 150 hit points, right?
Yep.
You are stunned. No saving throw.
Ooh.
You don't have any movement. You don't have any actions or reactions.
Oh.
And at the end of your turn, you have to try to save out of it.
Okay.
Okay? So Molfin is still, he's mumbling a little bit to himself, but that's really all that you guys can hear from Molfin right now. And that is going to end her turn. The lair action goes off.
Oh no!
Oh,
What?
no.
All of a sudden, this black crackling energy just emerges from Kruella and heads right towards Callista.
Yep.
Tethering Callista to Kruella. And it's and it's this negative energy just zooming back and forth. It's kind of like almost like a worm-like creature kind of magical energy that zaps out of Kruella and is now attached to Callista. And it's Diana's turn.
Okay.
Nice, MG.
She thinks I'm stuck to her, but really, she's stuck here
Yeah.
with me.
You're trapped in here with me. You're trapped in here with me. Rorschach.
Okay, Lit. For my turn, I think I'm just gonna run up 25 feet to where Ashlyn is and throw a javelin at her. 'Cause that's what I
Okay, so Diana pulls out a javelin, running forward, and just goes, "Wah!"
Jesus.
Throws it up over Molfin.
Does a 19 hit? I don't think it
That's
does.
a 19 hit. A
She's a
19.
bitch. 19's gonna hit her.
A 19 hits.
Look at me.
A 19 is going to hit.
For 3 whole points of damage.
Better than
Okay.
Diana the Destroyer.
So,
Hey, it's better than Molfin and...
so as the javelin hits her, you can see that it goes through the bones of her rib cage,
Lit.
and she doesn't even flinch.
Oh no.
And she just looks back
Non-magical.
over Molfin's shoulder at Diana and just smiles. I would have thought of all people you would have known.
Not to throw stuff in a rib cage?
And that's gonna end that. Well, you got a bonus action.
I do have a bonus action, but I don't really feel like using it. I don't
Okay.
think I have any useful bonus action right now.
All right. Molfin, you are stunned for your turn. You can make a saving throw.
I'm debating. Oh, wait. Does inspiration work on saving throws? Or no?
Yes, you can use your inspiration.
Well, no, the bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. I'm not gonna waste it.
You're not going to waste it? Okay.
No, it's a D8, right?
It's a D8.
Yeah, no, I don't. Nope, I'll stay stunned.
Okay. So Molfen is...
That's a 9. I don't think even with inspiration, if I get an 8, I might get lucky and get out of that. I don't know, though.
Okay, at the end of Molfen's turn, she reaches out towards... points a finger towards Lachlan. And you see this icy glow start to form on her hands. And this ice just flies out from her hands towards Lachlan.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. A 31 to hit.
A 31 to hit, huh?
Jeez.
That's terrible.
That's the thing. I'm gonna burn a point of luck and make her re-roll her attack roll.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Oh, is this still really high?
17.
My armor class is 17.
Oh,
That's
it
barely
just
hits. That barely
hits. Oh, wow, you almost...
Not all that lucky after all.
You almost avoided it.
So
yeah.
close.
Okay, you take 22 points of cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet, as you are covered in this frosty ice.
Okay. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
All right. Ashlyn, you are up.
I am going to say 7 snakes forever.
Yeah!
I'm gonna move like to behind her,
Wow.
and I'm going to start hitting her
Nice.
if I can.
Okay.
27.
Oh.
Yes. That is going to hit.
Okay. For 9 magical bludgeoning. I'm gonna hit her again with a 20.
20.
That hits.
10 bludgeoning.
10,
Then
so
I'm gonna
19.
do a martial. I'm gonna do flurry of blows. So I'm gonna do 2 martial arts attacks against her.
Okay.
So okay, good. That one will crit fail. But the next, that one won't hit.
That one won't hit either. She's able to just dodge out of the way of those 2 attacks as you, just in the panic of the moment, you're just unable to get your grasp on your kicks and your punches to land them.
I'm gonna use another key point and take the patient defense.
Okay, patient defense. Very cool. All right. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Excellent. That brings us... Well, actually, you know what? At the end of this turn,
Oh no.
she's going to reach out her hand and point towards Diana this time. And she is going to, all of a sudden, she starts speaking some language, and this skeletal, terrible hand starts to glow and emerge from the red carpet, and it reaches out to grab you. Does a 15 hit you?
Don't think so.
It does.
Oh, it does?
Meets it. So you...
My armor class is 14.
Oh...
We need to get you some better armor there with our
Okay.
8,000 gold.
You take 20 points of necrotic damage, and this hand is attached to you. And I believe the way Chill Touch works is that you can't regain any hit points until the start of the Lich's turn. Is this necrotic hand is just stuck to you, making it impossible for you to regain any of your life force. All right, so that brings us to Callista.
One second. Just conferring.
Do a thing!
You sure?
No. I don't know a thing.
Okay. 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 I guess we're doing this.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about something. Give me a second.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Callista, make a Constitution saving throw for when Ashlyn hit Cruella.
Wait, why?
She's tethered.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Question: Is this with advantage because I have Warcaster?
Describe what Warcaster. How does Warcaster
I have
give you advantage?
advantage on concentration of spells.
It's not a concentration. It's just to avoid taking damage.
Oh, okay. So it's not for the moonbeam.
Yeah, it's not for the moonbeam.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
No, it's
I
fine.
did not
It's
know
fine.
that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Did not know this.
You make the save, so nothing changes. You're fine.
Okay.
Great,
well,
I can stop hitting.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. So yeah. I guess I'm doing it. I cast my pixies.
Okay, so
Away.
your pixies appear, flying around you.
I'm gonna back up. The opposite of Anastasius.
Don't you mean opposite of Tall Molfen?
Yeah, tall Molphin. And my pixies. Sorry, I need my notebook. There's 8 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta grab mine.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pencil.
Ashlyn, yes or no?
Sure.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I make everyone giant apes.
Okay. So they're all using their they're using their polymorph?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them are using polymorph on us.
Okay.
2 of them are going for Kruella to turn her into a rat. So she needs to make 2 saves.
Okay, what is the what's the DC?
It's not high, it's 12.
12. What is the
Charisma, I think.
is it
Hang
charisma?
on, let me double check. I think it's wisdom.
It's either wisdom or con.
No. Let me just double check. I have it here. I'm pretty sure it's wisdom. Yeah, it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yep.
She makes the saves, but one
Okay.
was just barely.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. So, I'll just put this in here for everybody so you know what you have.
I have that the pixies need spellcasting abilities charisma for some reason.
Yeah, but the save DC is wisdom.
Okay.
She has to make a wisdom save, but their
Sorry
DC
about
is
that.
12. No, that's okay.
Cool. So, you guys are all effectively, if you're willing, transformed into giant apes. So, Molfen, I don't believe it gets rid of the stun condition, but you are
I doubt it, but now I have a better
now-
constitution.
now you are an enormously stunned giant ape standing there. Cool. Yeah, you guys are all apes.
And, yeah. I'm actually gonna move 1 step back because I still had 5 feet of movement. So, yep, I'm hiding behind a pillar, and
hiding-
I'm tell the pixies to go invisible and hide.
All right.
And
So
that's
they begin to scatter, following your directions. Ends Callista's turn. Kruella looking rather shocked at all this.
That's what I was banking on.
Things getting rather. Who broke into the zoo, man? What's up with this? So, Kruella is going to point at. I guess any ape's as good as the next. Gonna point towards. Yeah, why not? She's gonna point towards Anastasius this time.
She's gonna what now?
She broke up.
You cut out.
Oh,
yeah, you
she's
cut
gonna
out.
point through Anastasius this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot.
And I believe, let me double check the range. Oh, may not be able to hit him. Gotta check my ranges. He might be in range. Yes, he is. So, the large ape in the back, all of a sudden, this blue energy comes flying towards him. I'm not sure what the armor class is of a giant ape. But
12.
I'm pretty sure 26 is going to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that is going to do 17 points of cold damage, and Anastasia's speed is now reduced by 10 feet until Kruella's next turn.
That's fine.
All right. So that Callista was at the bottom, so that brings us up to round 2, which is Impy.
Okay, so Impy is using the rest of his movement to fly into that big circular room
Okay.
and take a look around. He's looking for anything that he gets, any sort of feeling might be important to this.
When Impy gets to this large room, it is round, and it is from floor to ceiling bookshelves. An enormous library. There are tables set out within the middle, and there are books and papers and just things kind of scattered everywhere. Different pedestals that have open books on them. It's a massive library.
Any candles?
No candles.
Magical flame?
Completely dark.
Okay.
Can imps produce flames?
Would Impy be able to do something? I know familiars can't attack. Given he's a devilish entity, would he be able to produce a small flame? Say, ignite a book.
Ignite a book? Yeah, he could ignite a book.
Okay.
Think he could.
Not seeing anything in the room that's interesting. Ignite. Basically, pick one of the shelves.
Okay.
Ignite the book, trying to start a lovely bonfire.
Okay.
Turn around and rest of his movement back out, because I'll say that would be an action for him to do that.
Yeah. Impy gets ready. He gets this like little ball of flame in his hands, and he like baseball pitches it over to one of the books, and you can see it just starts to light up, and he just starts smiling with glee as he's rubbing his hands together.
And then as that starts to spread and burn, taking off the rest of his movement back into the hall, eventually heading down the other direction.
He pauses for a moment to warm his hands on the fire that's starting to burn. Ah, that's much better. And then he starts to fly back.
Somewhere Ashlyn is cringing. She knows that Impy's creepy.
You smell? I like that smoke smell. Smells so good. So Impy ignites a fire in the library. And Lachlan, that brings us up.
Dolphin is dying a little bit inside.
Yeah.
Should be sad.
All right. So I've been polymorphed into a giant ape. That means I have both the physical and mental stats of a giant ape, right? I have a
Yep.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not very smart right now.
All right. I'm gonna Donkey Kong jump over to Cruella, like, ooh, you know?
Okay.
Because I have like 40 movement, which is reduced to only 30, which is still faster than Lachlan. I just wanna, ooh.
Okay.
And then her staff is really pretty. I want it. I want to try to take it from her.
Ooh!
Okay. Go ahead and make a contested athletics check.
All right. Athletics.
Athletics.
Oh, okay.
That is nice. Do you have the
27.
Wow.
Natural 1.
Oh crap!
So Lachlan goes, and he goes, ooh, and reaches down and just yanks it right out of her hand.
I hold it over my head. I'm like,
She just looks at you, just pure hatred in her eyes.
and I think that's all I could do on my turn. I think that was my movement and my action. And as a monkey, as an ape.
Nice.
I'm just like holding over my head, like I got the pretty thing.
Fantastic. I love it. I love every bit of it. All right. That brings us up to Ape Anastasius. Ape Astasius.
All right. He's down by 10, so he can only move up 30.
He like does a cartwheel over Diana as a giant Krill's just like, what is going on in here? This is absolutely absurd.
I don't know if he can, but he's gonna try and break the thing that's holding me to Cruella.
Okay, he probably wouldn't be intelligent enough to know if he could or not, so he can try.
Yeah, he'll try.
Yeah.
So
he can't get close to her,
okay.
so he's just gonna like what this thing, get out of my way.
Make just for giggles, make an athletics check.
Oh God. Okay.
As Anastasius, Apastasius reaches out towards the tether and looks at it, trying to break it like a cable.
29!
What?
You watch him, he's like... and then he goes... again! And then... and he gets really tired. It looked like for a second it was like weakening.
Oh, God damn it.
So close.
And that's the
So
point on
close.
something useless.
Yeah.
We're all dumb right now, it's fine.
That's it. Right. So,
7. Oh my god.
all right, so that ends. Oh my goodness, this is great. I don't.
Is this what you expected, Michael?
No, not at all.
Good.
None of this.
Good.
Thank you for giving me something to be excited about. I love it.
We did this when you went off to like fix your ship, so we're like, what do we do?
All right, at the end of Anastasius's turn, she is going to spend 2 of her actions. Target within 10 feet. Okay, Ashlyn. She looks back at you and she gives you this frightening gaze. I need you to go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me. As an ape.
It's a +1.
Yeah, 3.
3. You are now terrified of Cruella. So you are frightened of her. So basically you can't move any closer to her at any point while you're frightened. And you have disadvantage on all your attacks against her.
Okay.
As you are terrified. You can remake the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get any of my stuff from my monk, though, right?
As a giant ape, I don't believe so.
No, because it's polymorph is different than wild shape.
Yeah. All right. So that ends Anastasia's turn. Cruella goes. She does not like being tucked in between 2 giant apes right now. She doesn't like the smell either, although she's undead. I don't know if she can smell.
Yeah.
All of a sudden she begins to cast, and what looks to be a shining light just appears, and she disappears into the shining light. And Callista, about 10 feet behind you, a light emerges.
Okay.
And Cruella walks out of it. In this darkness behind this pillar. And she just stares at you.
I growl.
You know, somehow I knew you were going to be the problem.
Ooh, ouch.
Callista's grinning like an idiot.
Like an ape.
Like an idiot ape, she's grinning.
Yep.
And she... she hates herself right now. And she rushes up towards you.
Oh shit!
Oh.
And she just takes her hands. They're crackling with blackened energy, and she just goes to rake at your just torso.
Okay.
Doesn't sound good.
Hey, thanks for the bits. Is a 17 gonna do it?
Yes, as an ape, yes.
You're the ape, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
so she rakes at you, and you are going to take... Whoa, not that much. 12,000 damage! No, I'm just kidding. 12 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And you must make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. $11, not gonna do it.
You are, all of a sudden, your muscles tense. And you are paralyzed. You cannot move. And you're just looking down at Cruella as she got finished scraping through you. She's like, I like you a lot better this way. Stay put. I'll be back. And she just winks.
I stick my tongue out at her.
You like in your mind, you're sticking your tongue out, but what it looks like is you're completely like held still and numb. All right, that is going to end her turn. Oh wait, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. She already used her action. She can't do that.
Oh, so I don't take 12?
You don't.
Or I do take
you
12?
You don't take the 12, and you're not paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
She cast a spell.
Oh, right.
Yep. So she can't do that. Not this turn.
Does she have a
anyway.
bonus action? Or?
Oh yeah, she does. Come on.
Do you really have to help the DM?
No.
I'm just asking! I feel bad!
No, you don't feel bad. No, don't feel bad. That's me screwing up as a dungeon master.
Okay.
So no, she doesn't get to do that because she already took her.
Okay.
She already casted a spell. So I'm glad I caught that when I did.
Okay, that's fine.
So you are good. You don't take that damage. She does move up to you though, and she's not intimidated by you whatsoever, no matter what form you're in. And the lair action's gonna go. It's no longer tethered to you, Callista.
Oh, okay.
But all of a sudden, these spirits just start to arise out of the floor around you. And they look like they're just these awful wraith type things as they start to come like just surround you, and they start clawing at you, and it's almost like they're clawing right through your physical form into your soul. You need to go ahead and we'll do a re-roll of this, a Constitution saving throw for me on this. Don't worry about the 11. That was my screw up.
Okay. Well, it's no better.
Oh,
Going the wrong direction.
Wrong direction, dice. Good job, roll 20.
you take 40 points in necrotic damage.
I would have preferred the other!
As it just rips kind of through you.
You can have 2 actions! Give me the 2 actions!
I'd rather be paralyzed. No. Yeah, they rip through you, and you can hear these awful whispers in your ape-like mind. You're not really sure how to comprehend them because you don't have the effect of the intelligence, right? You're still Callista smart, right?
I think so because I'm a moon druid.
Yeah. So you still keep your intelligence, so you don't have to worry about the same thing the others are worrying about. All right. That ends their turn. Diana, it's your turn. You are an ape.
I do have to make a save though.
Okay. For concentration.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a 20.
But Warcaster.
Mm-hmm. Have advantage on it.
Okay. Let's see. One. No, I drop.
You drop form?
No, I drop concentration on the pixies, I guess, because it has to be half, right?
Yes.
10 or half?
So that means everybody's no longer an ape?
Yep.
Oh. And you guys all just... Mulfin, Lachlan, you guys turn back in and you're a couple feet off the floor and you drop back down on the floor. Mulfin teeters a little bit because he just can't move, so he's teeter-tottering. And that drops.
All the DMs that hate this spell, just go for the druid and you drop it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's easy when you hit the druid for 40.
Exactly.
Diana, you're up. You are no longer an ape. You are your own
Okay,
form.
cool.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're glitching out on me.
I still have that hand thing like restraining me, right?
No longer. It ended at the beginning of her turn.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then I will cast Destroy Undead instead at these things. Because these are like undead creatures, right?
Well, they just kind of went out of the floor and then they just went back down into the floor after they did their...
Yeah, they're not actual.
They're not actually
They
like
just
a...
kind of like, it was like a spell attack and then they disappeared.
I thought they were gonna stick around and like.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think that I still have like 30 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna move my movement towards the baddie.
Oh, getting right up in her face.
Yeah, and like take the magic mace that I have and hit her with it.
Ouch!
I wish I had used my advantage because I could have gotten a nat 20, but that's cool.
That still strikes her. She's too worried about getting rid of Callista and her abilities that you just run up and you smack her right with this mace. Go ahead and click on your damage. If you click that magic mace right there, it'll give you your damage. So
8 damage, super impressive.
Well, it'd be 4 because the
4 damage because it's not a crit.
Yeah, it's not a crit, but you do impact.
Oh.
Slam into her.
Okay.
It needs to make a wisdom save, right?
Oh, if she expends 2 charges, it'll do additional damage and they'll have to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Burn some charges. Burn some charges.
Burn charges. You hit.
I just don't want my mace to like, you know.
Then
We'll
just burn 2.
Just burn 2.
Burn all. If you burn 2,
I can do that. I can do that after I make my attack. Okay.
Yeah. Once you hit, you can.
Once you hit, you can burn
charges.
them. Yep.
Then I burn 2 charges on my mace.
Okay, roll 2d6 for me for radiant damage.
Okay.
Kruella will make a wisdom save.
Oh wow!
Ooh, another 4 damage. Hey,
Another 4. Hey, that's good.
That's radiant damage.
That's radiant
I
damage.
really hate my.
All right, and she rolled a 14, so she does save.
Ooh.
It's 2.
Well, she's just not frightened.
She still takes the damage. She's just not afraid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could have made her frightened of me.
Oh, wait a second. If she's undead, she makes it with disadvantage.
Oh.
She's frightened of you.
What?
Wait, let me double check. Nope, never mind. Hold on.
Oh.
She looks at you and she says, "Clever attempt.
Oh, right. She's immune.
You don't scare me, pretty girl."
She's immune. She's immune to charmed and frightened.
Right. Like we are.
Stinking bosses.
Liches.
All right.
Elves.
Been there, done that bubble.
All right, so that ends Diana's turn. That brings us to Molfin. Currently stunned, just sitting there. You gonna go ahead and make your save, Molfin?
Yep.
Liches, man, liches.
That's a con save, right?
Yep.
It is con, yes.
Okay. Something tells me I'm okay. That's a 23.
I'm not getting any roll.
I don't see it.
I'm not getting rolls either.
Oh, come on.
I believe you, but I can't see it. I don't know if it's roll 20 acting up.
Wait, here comes.
Oh,
There
it's
Here
coming.
comes. Coming through.
Alright,
Yeah!
let's save.
Molfin, at the end of your turn, you begin to freely move again. As you have broken the hold the spell had on you.
And just a glaring evil eyeball back at... Can I even, on the map that we can see, I can see a corner of her. Can I see any portion of her from where I am?
You can
That little bit of her sticking
can
around?
see probably a piece of her, but it's kind of hidden behind Callista and Diana at this point.
Just evil glare, even though she can't see my face, just staring back now, just rage.
I'm sure she can feel it. Cool. Okay. Okay. That brings us to Ashlyn.
Am I still frightened of her? Even though she cast it on the monkey?
Yes, you would still be frightened.
Okay. So do I make that at the beginning of my turn or the end of my turn?
End of your turn.
So I just can't move towards her.
You can't move towards her.
And attacks are disadvantage.
Attacks are disadvantage.
Okay, I'll take her. I'll still shoot 2 arrows at her.
Okay. Should be making those a disadvantage. Um,
17 out of 24 at disadvantage.
the first one hits the pillar as you're carefully trying not to hit Diana and Callista. The second one actually makes contact with her.
I wish I didn't have disadvantage, but that's okay, so.
Okay, is your longbow magic?
Yeah, all my Kenzai weapons are
Oh,
magic.
your Kensai weapons are magic? Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so yours strikes, and you can see a glow of magic radiance appear as your arrow sinks into a fleshy portion of her body. Definitely appears to have done damage.
Cool. And then I will make my fighting bow, which
Yep.
is wisdom, you said?
Yes, wisdom.
Darn it.
You're still frightened of her.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
she gives you the creeps, the heebie-jeebies.
Gotcha.
All right. Ashlyn, as you finished firing that off, and Lachlan, as you guys are at the front, all of a sudden you start to sense movement from behind you. And
Great.
you can see beneath the moonbeam the statue of the king starts to raise its head. And it reaches down slowly and it picks up the shield that was leaning up against the chair. And it starts to stand.
Oh no.
And at that point, you can see Lachlan and Ashlyn, since you guys are closest, there is something sticking out of the armor of his skeleton. He's a statue, but there's something sticking out of his chest, right where his heart would be. And he begins to stand, and he raises with a giant longsword, and he's looking towards you, Ashlyn and Lachlan.
Okay, bring it, man.
And I'm gonna move this guy onto the
Get it.
lair so you
Do
can
this.
see just this little token that I got for him.
Okay.
And he begins to move towards you slowly.
Not frightened of him yet.
His
So-
stone feet just slamming off of these steps. And Callista, just so you know, I have been making the saving throws for the moonbeam damage. You need
Oh, the moonbeam's gone.
Oh,
The moonbeam's gone the moment the pixies come up.
Oh, so
but
it was gone.
Will be,
Gotcha.
just
I was gonna have you.
It's coming back, so don't delete it.
Got you. Okay. Well, I can throw another one up there, no problem. So,
Okay.
and that's really all he can do right now as he's looking towards Lachlan and Ashlyn. Callista, you're up.
Okay, well, moonbeam's coming back, but right on her.
Okay. Moonbeam coming back. That's a Constitution save.
Yep. And it's lower level this time because... 8.
8 points. She's going to take 4 with a 27 to save.
Okay, well, as my bonus action, I am turning into a Craig cat.
Okay. Nice. So, Diana, you watch as Callista starts to sprout this white fur. And it almost looks like a saber-toothed tiger, but it's like mixed with like a bobcat. And it's got this thick, she's got this thick matted like white with a little hint of her purplish tone to the undertone of this fur.
Like a lilac color.
Yeah.
Pretty kitty.
Pretty
Pretty.
kitty.
Part of the itty bitty pretty kitty.
So I'm going to throw the moonbeam back out onto Cruella here. So there it is. This moonbeam is back again. Okay, does that end your turn?
Yes, and I just growl at her.
Okay. Impy is on his way back.
Are you
Muted.
talking?
Bloody hell. Just a cursory glance over the shoulder to see how the fire is starting to spread in the library, and then move dash heading straight across. That's a measurement tool.
Yeah.
Is it move and dash? You can go 80 feet.
Oh yeah, so he can get back like kind of like into the room, the main room where this is going on.
Oh, okay. So right about
Yeah.
midpoint.
Yeah, midpoint. Yeah.
And then, just sort of glance around, looking over towards the next hallway. Can he see anything looking down the other hallway?
It looks rather the same. It's a long hallway, and then it appears to open up into another chamber room.
Oh, okay. And what can he see looking up into the main chamber with everything going on up here?
He can see this statue at the end coming down the steps, just barely in his sight range, and basically all of you guys in the middle here. He cannot. I don't think he has line of sight on Cruella right now, but he can see Callista and Diana are doing something over here. Yeah.
Something.
Yep.
Yeah. Any feeling from? Does he get any insight on the thing in the middle of the statue, or can he not see it that well from where he is?
He can't see it very well from that far away.
Okay.
Basically, the ones closest to the statue can see it probably the best.
Okay.
What does it look like?
That doesn't help Impy.
That doesn't help.
Impy was told to look for something that might be a phylactery. If he could see something sticking out of a giant statue, maybe something there, but
Okay.
he's just going the other direction. That he's just continuing on, thinking.
Continue on.
Looks like everything's going as well as it can be.
Perfect.
So good.
Excellent.
So perfect.
That brings us to Lachlan.
Yeah, Lachlan. Come on.
Now you're muted.
You're muted.
You guys are all pulling Matthews.
I'm not.
Nope.
Oh no, he's not muted. He's
He's having audio issues. He'll be back.
No.
Wait,
It was unplugged.
Nah.
I got unplugged.
It's Lachlan
All right.
unplugged. Here we go.
What are we? So this statue, what's in him?
It looks like something pointy and black. Seems to be glistening.
Pointy, black, and glistening.
Mm.
Interesting. Would I have any sense of what this is?
Make an intelligence check.
At
least-
is actually more intelligent than the viewer would think.
At least you're not an ape making that check.
Yeah.
Hey,
21.
you got some of the green East brain in you yet?
It looks
Genetics.
It looks like a black obsidian gemstone. It's very familiar to the pictorial shape of the one that's within the dagger that you stole.
Callista breaks these all the time! I'm gonna bust out the Oso and I'm gonna try to shoot the gem.
Okay, make an attack.
Alright. And I think the Oso is mildly magical.
It is magical. Yeah.
Can I bust a luck point to do a little better?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Oh.
Oh.
13.
I'm not lucky.
You're off the mark. You hit his chest, and it just the arrow deflects. Off.
I want to tell Ashlyn, look at that. I will just kind of point it out, be like, that looks like,
Okay.
familiar.
I'll go after it.
And then I think that's pretty much all I can do with my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'll use my movement to move down to. When I reverted from an ape, do I look like me or do I look like Molten?
You know,
How does that work? I don't even know.
you never.
You would still because you didn't lose concentration. You would still look like
You
Molten.
still, yeah, you
I don't
still
think
look like a
it's
muffin.
concentration.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, because you weren't hit, right?
Yeah, he was hit
Alright,
with a cantrip that I don't know if
Did you
disguise self though isn't.
It's not a concentration.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
just
like for like
happens.
an hour. I look like
Yeah,
Molten.
then no,
yeah,
you're.
yeah, you look like Molfen.
I'll single white female him. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna stand right next to him.
Molfen with a bow.
Yeah.
You fire one up. Cool.
Cool.
All right, so you're moving to there.
Yep, and then end turn.
Excellent. Okay. That brings us to Anastasius.
Okay, so he's going to inspire Ashlyn because you're still frightened, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And then let me. Is this considered a creature? This thing ahead of us?
A creature?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think so.
Okay. I'm debating between two different things here.
Mine says mine. Oh, okay.
Okay, so never mind. I'm gonna do. He's gonna do Ray of Frost at that thing that Lachlan pointed out.
Okay.
Oh.
Excellent. Is that a saving throw or an attack roll?
It's an attack roll.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the DM's inspiration, wherever that we had for him.
Okay.
Hopefully hit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh!
you watch as Anastasius
Oh!
holds out his hand. Does he still look like Molfen too?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
so Molfen Astasius takes his hand out, and all of a sudden it glows with blue energy, and this
20.
icy energy comes out for 20 points of
And
damage.
he's slowed by 10 feet until the end of his next of Anastasius's next turn.
Okay, slowed by 10 feet. Gotcha. All right.
So does this thing...
Did
So-
he hit the crystal? With that
it-
20, did he hit
It
it?
connects with the crystal, but it spreads out the magical energy all over it and just covers his chest with this icy, cold, just pure ice is like just stuck to him. It looks like the gem is still intact, but it definitely struck him.
Good. Okay, that's
All right.
his turn, I think. I'm gonna see if he's gonna move a bit. He's probably gonna move off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So that's his turn.
Okay. At the beginning of her turn, she's going to have to make a saving throw. So this is Constitution, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a 20.
Okay. She'll take half. So let me just roll that for you. That's half of 17.
Half of 17?
Yep.
Okay. Very cool. All right. As she, I gotta check something really fast.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Get to see if something is a action or a bonus action. Okay. What in the world? I apologize, guys.
Okay.
All right. She is going to move out around here. She's going to move out of the moonbeam. And you guys hear as she's walking around.
Do I get an attack?
You guys both, yeah, you guys
Opportunity?
both get attacks of opportunity if you'd like to take one. Mhm.
Yep. Yes.
Yep. She's gonna move out of there.
I'm gonna. Yeah. 20 to hit.
In a 19.
20 and yeah.
What's Oz trying to do with the strength check?
Yeah, is that your attack, Diana? Is that nice? Yeah, you actually both hit, so you can roll your damage.
Okay.
Just hit your weapon.
Yeah, it's just your magic mace.
6 damage.
6 damage. Is that magical?
Magical.
Gotcha. Very good.
Yeah, that.
Oh, and that's a 25 to hit with the magic mace.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. So 6 more. Nice.
Diana, if you want to, with the hit, I think you can burn 2 more charges. You've still got 5 left.
You could. Nope, gonna hold on to him. Okay. All right. So she moves around. You can hear her doing some enchantments behind this pedestal. 10, 15, 20. And as she emerges on the other side, it looks like there are 4 of her.
Oh yay!
Wait, what?
Hey, would I know which one to be scared of though?
Oh!
They all look terrifying to you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Crap.
That's clever. I like that question.
Yeah.
Would I know which one I'm afraid of? They just amplified. All right.
Right now.
So she moved. And that casts a spell. That's going to end her turn, and it brings us to the next action. And again, a tether comes out and attaches to Callista again.
Okay.
This magical
Do I
energy
need a
attaches
save
to you.
for this?
It just happens. It doesn't
It
save.
just happens.
You have to save if something else happens to her.
Okay. Fair.
Mhm. So you are tethered. And it's weird because as these 4 are just moving around, it's almost like the tether changes between the 4. Is it just wrapping around her and connecting to you.
Okay.
Diana, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to drink a health potion. I'll just use my my one regular one. I don't know how many points that is.
You need a health potion?
Yeah, I have 2. I have a regular one and a greater one.
Oh, you got hurt?
Yeah, I lost like 20 points of health at one
Oh, okay.
because of the hand thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What is that, a D6?
You.
It's like 44 plus
4
4
plus
for the
4.
greater.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
2d4 plus 2 for the
Two?
lesser.
I thought it was 2d4 plus 4 for the small one too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, I
It's
think you're right.
2d4 plus 4, and then plus 4.
Plus 4,
Yeah.
so 10 back.
So it's that's
So
10.
10 back.
Yep, you get 10 back. Zos, as you chug down this red fluid. Makes you feel much better.
Okay.
A little
Okay,
better.
So that was a little better.
A little
Just
better.
a little bit. And then bonus actions. Yeah, no, I don't really have any. I notice what everyone else saw, which is the giant thing get up out of the chair.
I don't think they've
Yeah.
even mentioned it to us.
Lachlan
'Cause we haven't
did.
fucking
Lachlan
focused.
was shouting.
Lachlan's been yelling
Oh,
about
okay.
it. It's like,
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
that's a thing.
So, yeah. So I'm sure you would have
Gotcha.
heard him. Yeah.
Okay. And yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Catty.
I will move just a couple of feet, like over here, just to get a little bit closer to that,
Okay.
and then I'm done.
Okay. Excellent. That brings us to Molfin.
So looking at this statue walking towards us,
Yes.
and Lachlan calling out, "Which is the other gem?"
Yeah. Yeah. You guys would
Molfin,
see it.
Looking very handsome right now.
three Molfins just up here chilling, all doing different things.
Molfin is going to glance over his shoulder towards Cruella again, and his full movement to get as he can.
Okay.
And looking at the gemstone, does it look like I could potentially pull this thing out of it?
What?
There's only probably about, I would say, 3 inches of it kind of poking out.
But does it
That'd be
look
8
like I
again.
could? Does it look like it would be possible in any way? It may not be with Molfin's strength, but do I think it could be removed?
You're not 100% certain. It looks like this was an extra layer of protection. Like it doesn't go the whole way through. It's just going into it. And it just
Is there
poked
glass
out.
covering like Diana had?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's just lodged in what looks like the
It's just
chest
like
of the
inside
statue.
the construct.
Kind of like imagine a
Gotcha.
statue with something just like almost like they took the statue and just
Melded
jabbed
it?
this thing inside of it, like.
Okay.
Okay.
Or it appears maybe it was lodged inside of it and then perhaps turned to stone.
Ooh.
Probably. Yeah.
Creepier.
That's harsh.
Okay. Okay, and that. Hold on, I'm just doing math out for.
Yeah, we're mathing, guys. Let's
I
math.
feel like I'm in the Xehanort battle. I'm not okay with this. Kingdom Hearts feels. I'm not okay with this.
Kingdom Hearts feels.
Molfin's gonna try it. So,
Okay.
burn a second level spell, Misty Step, right into the front of this thing.
Okay.
Reach out, one hand grab onto that, as much of that gemstone as I can get in my
Okay.
one hand.
All right.
And then action, reaching back into the powers granted by this shroud.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
great.
With my hand grasped as tightly as possible on this gemstone.
I'm nervous.
Cast etherealness to transport me and everything in my possessions to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Trying to take the
What?
gemstone with me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What?
This is strange.
Uh-oh.
You
Uh-oh.
you go ethereal, and let me read this just to make sure I'm going to describe this right. Make sure I don't miss something.
F?
You can see here, you overlaps with your
Oh,
current
and,
plan. You remain in your board team. Unless they have special bit of magic on the spell ends.
Oh. Yeah, and there's that.
Is that the wisdom save for
Yes.
the guy?
For the shroud.
Oh.
Oh,
There's
no.
a shroud aspect?
There's
Yes.
that.
There's that.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What's happening?
I have no idea.
What did you
I have-
do?
Portal to hell.
What did you do?
Molfin, you try your hardest as you use these properties to go ethereal. There is something blocking your ability to be able to pull anything out of this creature. And this creature just remains there as you're standing in the ethereal plane. And we will wait till next turn for your
To see what happens.
to see what happens. And I'm probably going to allow you to take the wheel, so I'll give you this whole turn to think about what that action will be.
God.
Okay? Ashlyn, it's your go. It seems that Molfin has just disappeared.
Okay. Great. The only guy I'm not scared of, I'm gonna like. Shoot. I'm gonna go where I thought he was and hold my action.
What do you mean?
No,
He's still
no,
there.
he's
He's not
still-
on the ethereal plane.
Molfin
Oh,
disappeared,
Molfin went.
but he is still standing there.
Does he have the gem in him?
He does.
Okay. In that case, I will use my nat 20 to hit the gem.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your crit damage as she uses her nat 20. Everybody. Yeah.
Hey.
That wasn't a very hopeful yay right there, Matthew.
I got a lot on my mind right now.
That's right. Oh wow, 26.
Yeah.
Gosh, that hurts. All right,
I hope that was the right decision, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
you can hit him again.
No, that's good. You keep doing you.
For 27,
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
15. I'm gonna throw up a martial arts
Yes.
for 9. Just gonna keep whacking at this thing.
50 damage.
50 damage. Yeah, that's amazing.
Bloody hell.
With my fist.
Yeah, and your fists are considered magical, right?
Yes.
Good.
God.
Yeah, so each impact just hitting home. Smack, smack, 2 staff hits, and another one punches right. It's almost like she's aiming for the gem the entire time. The figure is starting to teeter a little bit backwards with all these impacts, but still manages to kind of look over towards you, Ashlyn.
Cool. Stay away from Uncle Wolfen, or else he'll go somewhere again.
All right. Is that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to the figure standing in front of Ashlyn. He raises his sword, and he's going to make 2 slashes at you, Ashlyn.
Okay.
Multi-attack. Oh, boy. Your AC is 20, right?
22.
22. Yeah, you're easily... This guy, it looks like he could pack a wallop on you. But he goes, smacks it down onto the ground beside you as you dodge, and then he comes over across and tries to hit you again, and you easily duck under it. He misses on both attacks and just kind of
Wow.
stands there lumbering over top of you.
GG.
Haha! If I can dodge a wrench, I can dodge you.
Nice. And that ends his turn. That brings us to Callista.
Okay. I can move 40.
Molfin, I'd allow it.
Okay.
No.
Um,
We have so many things to be afraid of right now.
Yeah.
Lachlan, Ashlyn, and Diana are in like this semi-state of what's going on with everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna move
Yeah.
the moonbeam to 2 of her. Cause you said there's 4, right?
There's 4.
There's
Yeah, it looks like there's
4 of her?
4 of her. Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving it to 2 of them, like in between the 2, so it's gonna hit both.
Are you going to move the moonbeam over?
Yes, as an action, I
Well,
will.
you'll still be able to hit all of them.
Oh, okay, then I will do that.
Yeah, I believe that's the way this works.
So I move it to her.
Use the action to move it to her. Excellent.
Yep.
Let me double check the spell really quick.
Sure.
Each time a creature targets you with an attack during a spell's duration, blah, 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 set of duplicates, if you have to... It doesn't say anything about if there is a, like, saving throw involved. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make the saving throw for Cruella.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19.
Kale, she takes half of 20.
Half a 20. Okay, and 3 of the others disappear.
Okay, and I moved behind her, and I want to try and keep her attention on me for the moment.
Okay. Excellent.
So I'm pretty much down diagonally. For viewers' sake, I'm down diagonally to her left behind her, kind of like dashed around her to get her attention.
Okay.
Not provoking opportunity attack. I avoided it.
And you're still in your crag cat form, right?
Yep,
So you're
I'm still in my
cat
Craig cat form.
Okay, at the end of your turn, she's going to try to hit you with a chill touch.
Bring it.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
I think that hits.
Okay. Okay, you take 28 points of necrotic damage, and you can't regain hit points until the start of Corella's turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right, that brings us back to the top of the order.
Yippee!
And you know what? I think what we're going to do, we're going to take our first break of the evening. Because I have a feeling it might be a little extended session tonight based on how things are going at this point. I didn't think they'd go this long, to be honest. I didn't know. I thought it was going to teeter-totter either way, but I'm pretty impressed, everybody. I'm pretty impressed.
We're not TPK'd yet.
You're not TPK'd, and she hasn't really. I don't feel like she's gotten any upper hand right now. So this is awesome, guys. Thank you guys for
We're
tuning
pretty
in.
on par with each other. I don't think either of us have the upper hand right now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
Jeez,
balanced.
let's
Yeah.
Make this break quick.
Yeah. We'll make this break a quick one. So we're gonna take about 5 minutes or so to just run and use the facilities really quick, and we'll be right back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't followed us yet, make sure you hit that follow button. And if you want to catch the lead into all this, you can go to our YouTube channel and check out some of our previous episodes to see where they've come from to get this far. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Hang tight.
Bye, BRB.
Yo. Welcome back, everybody, to Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your humble and merciful dungeon master for this evening. As everybody laughs at that.
We'll see about that one.
Currently,
Don't be merciful until we win.
Currently, our Storm King's Thunder campaign has derailed a little bit as our party went chasing after a Lich Queen that's had a hold on these heroes for a long time. Since episode 4 of, man, that was like almost like a year and a half ago. My gosh.
Year and a half ago.
So they've been building up for quite a long time for this. So we're going back to the initiative order. It's Impy.
Yeah,
Okay, Impy is still on a mad dash, this time to the right corridor.
Okay. As he enters into a large, it kind of opens up into a long rectangular room. It appears to be some sort of dining room. It looks like there's some openings, some archway openings to the left that lead farther on, but from what he can see from that vantage point, it seems to be a kitchen area.
So nothing jumping out at him that looks.
Nothing really. It looks like it's a dining room that hasn't been used for quite some time.
Anything look combustible in it?
There are some drapes. Yes, in fact.
Same deal, you know.
All right,
A little fireball, ignite the drapes, and then
he throws it at the drapes. It takes them a little while to start to catch because they're so covered. They're covered in thick dust. But then once they start to take, it's like the fabric is so old that it just starts to rise up the drapes. And Impy just sits like, oh, I like it. Oh, there's more over here.
And then eventually, once he's had his fill of lighting, start heading back to come back to Molfen.
Okay, so he starts heading back. Lachlan, it's your go.
Oh, I miss you too.
Lachlan, I think you're rocking the unplugged. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was okay. So did I just see for Cruella, like all of her loot disappeared?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they've all disappeared. She's
All right.
standing in the moonbeam again.
I'm still cold. I'm still cold, which slows me down. So I'm gonna use my movement and my cutting action. 5, 10, 15?
Okay.
5, 10, 15. And then just oath bow, boing!
All right, take your shot.
Did you name her as your villain?
I can't. I'm on cooldown.
Yeah.
22 hitter.
She uses her reaction to cast shield. And your arrow deflects off of a magical energy.
I give her a you're going down. And I'm molten right now. I am.
Fantastic. I love it.
Wizard archer that she can't handle. And that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. Awesome. Yep. That's so good.
And she used her reaction.
She used a reaction.
Good.
And that arrow goes flying to the side. Ends Lachlan's turn. Anastasius is up.
All right, he's going to inspire Ashlyn again.
All right.
Thank you.
Blow her a little kiss.
Ashlyn. Getting a nice little kiss from Anastasius from across the room.
And okay, he's going to try to use dissonant whispers on the creature.
Okay. The statue?
Yeah.
Okay. What saving throw is that?
Let me double check. Wisdom.
Wisdom. Gotcha. Okay. What are the details of that spell?
On a failed save, it takes 3d6 unless I do it at a higher level, psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. Is that a condition? Is that the frightened condition?
It's basically like the frightened just to run away for the round. Like he's not really frightened of me. He has to use his reaction to run away from me.
Okay. Reaction or his turn?
Reaction.
Okay, gotcha. So go ahead. He failed his save.
Okay. Oh, it didn't load. Okay, I gotta roll it. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's
Go.
not.
Yeah, you're fine.
So it's probably 46. Just let me double check. Yeah, okay. So it's 46. 46. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
9 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
And he has to move away.
So as he casts this, it doesn't appear that the statue's not wincing in pain or anything. Like it doesn't appear that there's any damage done to it, but it immediately uses his reaction to start walking away and turns around. Ashlyn can use her reaction to make an opportunity
That's what I was
attack
banking on.
if she would like.
Yep, that's what I was banking on.
Yes, that will hit. As Ashlyn takes a quick shot to the back of this thing as it moves back up towards the throne.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for the subscription. We appreciate that.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris Hansen. So 5, 10, 15.
Hang out for a few minutes, Chris. You're gonna see something happen.
A lot of stuff happened. So it uses its whole movement, I believe. Is that what it does with that reaction? Uses
Yep.
as far as its speed allows. Okay. Yeah, so
Yep.
it moves up there onto the pedestal away from you as Ashlyn takes a quick shot to the back of it as it walks up. It kind of stumbles forward onto the steps. Nice, Ashlyn.
Okay.
Cool. Next up is... Well, is Anastasia going to move?
Yeah, he's probably just gonna like dart to the other side of the pillar and keep cover, but still keep his eyes on his party.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Cruella starts to walk forward. So she's going to have to make a saving throw against this moonbeam once again. Oh, wow. She fails that one. But she's going to use one of her legendary resistances to succeed. Giving her
So she takes
half damage.
6.
6 points. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. And she begins to walk out of the moonbeam. 5, 10, looks towards Lachlan. Then looks past Lachlan. And walks right by you, Lachlan. If you'd like to use your reaction to make an opportunity attack, you may.
Can I with a bow? I don't think I can.
Oh, yeah, you got a bow in your hand. Yeah. So since she walked right by you...
I'll do like a...
Like doing like the sticking out your...
Can you punch her?
I'll do like the
You
threatening
could do an unarmed strike. I'd allow that. Like you just like take your fist and just smack at her.
That's fine.
I don't think I'd like risk like hurting my bow on her.
Okay. So she just like walks right by. She looked at you at first, Lachlan, seeing that you're still in your Molfen form. Just looked
You have a
at.
strap.
She gave you a very disgusted look, and then just turns away and just walks right by you. Then she stops in the middle of the room. She turns around. She looks towards all of you back in the back, Diana, Lachlan, then looks back towards the crag cat in the back of the room. And she starts to smile and laugh, and she says, "You know, I'm getting tired of playing these games. You have all taken from me." She looks at Lachlan. "You've stolen." And then looks back towards you, Callista. "You've supported all this nonsense." And then looks back towards Diana and says, You should have been grateful. I was giving you such a much better purpose. So, I have lost. Now it's time that you know what it feels to lose."
Warning flare? Can I?
And she looks right at you, Callista.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Starts to point her finger towards you. And you watch as she slowly turns her finger away.
Don't you dare!
And she looks towards Anastasius.
Is warding flare a thing that I can do right now, or is that like does that not apply to this type of situation?
Warding flare is only for you. Like from the other side of the room.
No.
She's not looking towards you. So it
No,
wouldn't
at
do-
I thought that at my current level, I can cast it when they try to attack other people if they're within 30 feet of me.
If they're within-
spellcasters within 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got that in the can you put that in the chat so we can see exactly what it does?
I do. Hang on, give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Waiting for there it is.
Yeah, she's within 15 feet of
Okay.
you. We'll see how that works.
I think this one is the first level list. Hang on.
Okay, warding flare. Also first level when you
Okay,
are
that's
attacked by
that's
creature.
at first level, but there's another one that changes once I get to a higher level where I can cast it for other people.
Is that in the player's handbook?
I believe so. Yeah, it's
It's under
let me go
cleric.
to the
It's a cleric page. Okay. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure that I can see what the details of it do just for this instance. Because it may impact, it may have warding flare. Is that a channel divinity?
No, I don't believe so. It's just it's my reaction.
Okay.
Can I channel divinity? Can I channel divinity as an action? A reaction, I mean.
Divine strike. Where is this at? Is it in light dome? There it is. Warding flare. You can use this feature a number of times equal first level. Improved flare. Starting at 6th level, you can use your warding flare feature when a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you attacks a creature other than you. At 1st level, you interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, use your reaction to dispose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare the attacker. This spell doesn't require a roll, so it's not going to have advantage or disadvantage either way.
And you said that. Okay. All right. Cool.
And as she looks over towards Anastasius,
I love how me and Callista are having the same body language right now.
she says,
Does Molfin recognize this?
and she looks towards Callista and Diana, and is basically, love hurts, doesn't it? And says, fall. And
And
Anastasius.
Molfin casts counter spell at 4th level.
Oh, yes. Molvin, you're good.
Because I can see her.
You can. But here's the problem with that.
Oh no.
You're on the ethereal, aren't you?
You read what
Doesn't say anything about it.
read what has actually currently happened to you.
Oh no.
Read the details of that description.
Oh no, Michael's been planning this for like 2 hours.
I wasn't planning it, it just happened that way.
Is that his evil?
Huh.
It was that saving throw. It was all about that saving throw.
Yeah.
And as she says fall, Anastasius has less than
gone.
100 hit points, right?
He's done. He's done.
Anastasius falls. Actually, right before that, he kind of sees this coming. He looks back and forth. He looks towards you, Callista, and he says, he reaches into his coat really quickly, and he goes, Callista! And he throws something towards you. And it looks like a crystal ball. And it lands on the floor, and as it lands, his eyes roll back into his head. His arms and legs completely limp. Falls to the ground motionless.
Callista screams in her cat form, and it probably sounds beyond feral.
The sound echoes through the chamber, off the dark stone of the throne room. That ends her turn. The lair action goes off. Diana, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. Do you remember that magic wand that I got from Gizmo, like way back in the beginning, and I never found out what it did?
No.
And I never used it?
Yes, I do.
Can I use that now?
You can?
Okay, I would like to.
Let me find my book really quick.
Cloppy!
I just want to pull up this thing a year ago that we have not mentioned in a year.
I just gotta see what the save is for this thing.
Cloppy just made my night. Oh my god. Cloppity gave us a dose of reality.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna make a saving throw. Is it towards
Okay.
Cruella?
Yes.
You're holding out this wand and you're casting towards Cruella?
Yeah, just. Does she fail?
She fails.
Lit.
All of a sudden, you guys watch. Well, Lachlan, Diana, and Callista can see this the best. Her face, she begins to smile really large,
Oh.
No.
Oh, Tasha's
And-
face laughter thing.
and she's like, my face. What are you doing to my face? Stop it! Stop! She's trying to pull her smile down into a scowl, and pieces of her teeth are like falling out and stuff. No, stop it! Stop! And she's just smiling.
That happens.
That's it.
Super creepy.
No damage or nothing.
She's just smiling uncontrollably.
What a waste of a turn. No, I'm kidding.
And just keep track, Diana. That wand has 2 more charges.
I don't understand. If it's only point, it's just okay. I thought that was gonna be like way cooler. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know,
Now you made the creepy undead psychopath.
even more
Creepy
creepy.
undead Smiling psychopath.
Yeah. And
You have a movement and a bonus action.
there is still the movement in the bonus action.
There
yeah.
is, yes.
I think that for my bonus action, let me just check something really quick. I'm just trying to see if my mace is two-handed or not. Is my mace two-handed?
No.
Or is it just
It's one-handed. Yeah, you can hold your
Okay.
shield in one hand and your mace in the other.
Okay. And a spiritual weapon I can just kind of have floating
Yeah.
next to me, right? Like it doesn't need.
Well, you can make it float next to her if you want to.
Oh, then cool.
And if you
I
cast
will
spiritual
actually-
weapon, you can put it right next to her and attack with it for a bonus action.
Okay, then sure. Let's do that. Let's do I'll cast spiritual weapon and attack with it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so your spiritual weapon, a magical glowing mace appears and is wait, Lachlan, that was last turn that you attacked that she used her reaction, correct?
Yeah.
So that is not going to hit. It's going to deflect off of the shield that she has. Oh, wait, does shield end at the start of her turn? Matthew?
Yes.
You're the shield expert. So yeah, that would hit then. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let
I couldn't remember if it was the start of her turn or the start of the round.
Unless she uses her reaction to recast it again.
Right. She's going to go ahead and take that.
Woohoo! 13.
Wow, nice.
That's for Anastasia.
Just slams down
Dead.
for
Yeah.
Anastasius.
Yep.
Anything else? Nope, gonna stay put. Okay. Molfin.
Molfin is watching intently and looking at Cruella. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
You realize, but by doing that, they will not let you leave. You will need assistance if you wish to make it out of here alive. Perhaps an arrangement could be reached now.
Make a persuasion check.
What?
I
Can
am
we
going
hear
to
this?
burn my. Nope, I'm on a different plane of existence.
Molfen has not yet
What?
appeared.
They're talking on another plane?
And I'm gonna burn my bardic inspiration on this as well.
Oh boy.
What?
Not great. 13.
You just hear back. I don't trust you. And when you return, I'm going to rip my property off of your face.
But wouldn't the wand of Orcus suit you so much nicer?
I'll get it on my own after I deal with this. And then your 6 seconds ends.
Try. Yep.
All right. Ashlyn, you're up.
Ashlyn is currently crying in a corner somewhere. And, she's gonna call out Cruella and be like, I can't move towards you, so I'm gonna cast, Lightning Strike.
Whoa.
And she has to make a DC 17 Dex saving throw.
She fails.
Okay, so that's 96 lightning damage.
So all of a sudden, it's a lightning bolt goes flying through Cruella. 32 points. It doesn't seem to do as much as you would seem it would, but it does do some damage.
Okay. I'm gonna then try to save again.
Okay.
Use my DM's inspiration.
Okay. You are no longer afraid of her, Ashlyn. You've come to
Okay.
grips, and you, seeing your fallen comrade across the room gives you this just hatred towards her that is just beyond explanation.
Is martial arts only after I make an attack against her, or can I use it if I run up to her and hit her now? Because I hit her with the lightning.
Yeah, I think the lightning was an action to do that from the staff. But that's not like if you take the attack action, then you can use the martial arts, I believe is how that's written in the rules.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just says after an attack action, I could do flurry of blows. Is that okay?
Well, what does the staff say? Is it just
when you hit with a melee attack using this, that's Thunder Strike.
Yeah, what's for the lightning bolt?
When you use an action to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the staff tip in a line that is 5 feet wide and 120 long.
Yeah, so in essence, you're using your action as that ability. It doesn't say you
Okay, it's not an attack.
It's not really like you're. Well, it is an attack, but it's more of like a spell attack.
Okay.
I don't know. I would allow you to go ahead if you want to run up to that other guy and punch him. Is that what you were trying to do?
No, I want to run up to her and punch her.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm gonna use
I'll allow it.
arts to do it twice. So
Yes,
I'm assuming that'll
that does hit.
and then I'll do it again.
Those both hit. Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to just completely rage at her.
All right. Ashlyn runs up and she's just in pure hatred and rage, probably tears running down her face as she's just punching Cruella. Cruella seems to be teetering back quite a bit with the blows of these punches.
Okay. And that's my turn.
That's her turn. All right. The king is going to move forward because it no longer has that effect on it from the spell, right? So 5, 10. Starts coming down the stairs. Doesn't have anybody it can get to, so it's going to dash towards Ashlyn. So it's running down the hall. And that ends its turn. Brings us to Callista.
Okay, so Callista's gonna move forward 40 feet right at her. It's like this intense primal savagery, and she's going to pounce on her.
Okay. I think you make an attack roll first.
Yep.
If that works. Okay, go ahead.
Can I do it so I have advantage if I flank?
Yes, you can. As you wrap around, kind of run around Diana, seeing Ashlyn punching her from the side, you're going to leap at her.
Well, that's a natural 20.
That's it, definitely.
Ain't gonna beat
Woo! She has to make a saving
A strength
throw.
save.
That's cocked. Oh my goodness. How much you do damage first, right?
Yep.
As you pounce on her, go ahead and roll your damage.
She takes 9.
9 points of damage.
Magical.
She rolled a natural 20 on her save, so she is able to kind of like just brush you off to the side as you leap through and claw through her. You do 9 points of damage.
Yep.
She's starting to break apart a little bit. Some of her bones have fallen off whenever you rake through her chest.
I am not letting go. I don't know if that's a crapple, but like in character, she is not letting her go.
Okay. You're basically standing right next to her, so you'll be able to grapple her your next turn if she's still
Okay.
next to you.
Yep.
Because your main attack was the leap to try to knock her down to the ground. Cool.
Yep, that's fine.
Nice. I think that would end your turn. And I believe that brings us back to Impy, who is on his way back.
Yep. How far can he get back to the towards the room, towards the group?
Probably like right where that map kind of like lets off, as he was busy igniting the drapes in the opposing room. There's some smoke starting to pour out from the library portion, as Impy can see a nice red glow starting to emerge from the library portion.
And he's just dashing back and trying to make his way back towards Molfen.
Okay. Cool. Lachlan.
All right. Wow. Seeing Anastasius go down and seeing Callista just go insane on Cruella, I think Lachlan's going to take a step forward as Molten.
Okay.
I want to make eye contact with Cruella, and I want to say, "Stop pandering to my trickster nephew! Face your equal!" And I'm just going to shoot her with the oath bow.
Okay. As you pull back and fire. Ooh.
And...
Ooh.
That's the worst it can be.
Yeah. It's
Molfen inspired you with that shot.
it just goes sailing like right over her head. She's been pushed back, and like the punches from Ashlyn and Callista made her a moving target while you were trying to shoot. It's incredibly difficult.
I did that on purpose. And then that's the end.
That's her turn. Okay. She gets to go. She begins to say some enchantments. And vanishes.
Wait, what?
And that ends her turn.
What? What?
Mm-hmm. Lachlan, these incantations are similar to things that you like to do. The lair. Nothing triggers a lair action right now, so that skips that. Diana, you're up.
We just lost her.
Oh, we lost her in roll 20.
Zaz, you still with us?
She's muted.
I'm hoping she's got the headphones in and she can hear
She's trying to
us,
get.
at least.
Should I say she's trying to get booted back up?
Sorry,
There you
I
go.
was a little bit muted. My bad.
That's all right. Diana, you're up.
My bad.
Yep.
Okay. Now that I don't have my character sheet in front of me, it's hard to know what I'm doing. Since I no longer see Kruella, I will just move on to the thing that's running towards Ashlyn, and I don't know how far I am from her, but I'll take as much as all of my movement to get to her.
Okay.
And then I don't remember if Cure Wounds is a touch-based spell or not. Is Cure Wounds a touch-based spell?
Yeah, cure wounds is touch. Yes.
Okay, then scratch that. I won't run towards her. I'll run towards Lachlan and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right. So Diana runs across 10 feet, puts a hand on Lachlan's shoulder, and starts reciting a prayer to El Mater to comfort and heal his wounds. I'm not sure what you roll for that, but I think it's a D8
Plus your spellcasting modifier.
plus your spellcasting modifier, I believe.
I think that's... Gosh, it's helpful for roll 20. Could like...
Oh, roll 20 is not loading up for you?
No.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to Storm King's Thunder. We do appreciate you hanging out with us.
I mean, those are the only things that I can do, really. I can't use a bonus action if I use, like, one of my main spells. I can't, like, then use another main spell, like Spiritual Weapon, as a bonus action.
Technically, Spiritual Weapon is still hanging around right where, right in front of Callista.
Okay.
You can, I believe you can move it as a bonus action.
You can move it
But
up to
I can't
20
attack
feet.
Up to 20 feet, yeah.
Then
So I get 12 back?
Yeah, Lachlan, you
Yeah.
You receive 12 healing.
I
from
high
the-
five Diana. I'm like, oh, we're gonna mess her up.
Yes. And I guess I'll move Spiritual Weapon to be more close to Ashlyn as like her assistant, I guess.
Okay.
The other thing gets any closer to her.
Okay, so you're moving up towards Ashlyn? So you can get all the way up beside her with your movement?
Okay, sure, and I'll just bring Spiritual Weapon with me along the way.
Okay.
Floating next.
All floating next with you? Okay, perfect. Excellent.
And that's all. That's my turn.
All right, Molfin, you're up.
You muted, baby.
Thank you. She's gone from my vision as well.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Wolfen is going to, action, return back to the prime material plane.
Okay. Molfin
And
reappears.
Walk up right next to this giant statue that has the gem still embedded in it.
Okay.
That will end his turn.
Okay. So Molfin returns and is standing right next to the king. Ashlyn, you're up.
I'm gonna go stand next to the king because he's the only thing I can rage against.
All right.
And just be very angry and start hitting him and being like, "This is your fault too, and I hate you and I hate her." And everything. And I'm
Right.
just gonna start trying to beat on him.
Excellent. Yes, that will hit. For 15. My goodness.
Oh, 15. Oh wait,
You have advantage. You're
Yeah, 28.
flanking.
Yep, you're flanking. That hits. Another 13.
and then I'm gonna do a martial arts attack.
That will hit too. As you're slamming into this thing, Ashlyn, you can start to see some of the statue is starting to crack in different areas as you smack it with the staff and then hit it with a quick elbow. You can see as your elbow makes contact, these cracks start to spread towards his back and kind of start to wrap around him. Hey, thanks for the follow. We appreciate that.
I yell at him, and you think your heart's breaking. And then I just
Ooh.
don't say anything else. I'm just mad.
Excellent. It's his turn. He's going to make one swipe at Ashlyn and one swipe at Molfen with his stone sword. Ashlyn, that's that's a 19. I don't think that's going to do it. You quickly parry it with your staff easily. It's cocked. Molfen, that's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to hit. Molfen, you take... where is that? I apologize. You take 20 points of slashing damage as this thing slashes through you. And it just like makes one quick attack at Ashlyn. She parries it, and then he brings his sword over and just slams it down on top of you. That ends his turn. Callista brings us back to you.
Alright, I'm gonna use my movement and get up right in front of him. Bonus action, drop my Craig Cat form.
Okay.
Action, I take Zulkin's dagger and I call out to Cruella. You will know pain. And I stab it into the crystal.
Make your attack!
I'm using DM's inspiration for advantage, please.
You may have it. It is yours.
What do I roll for this?
It's basically a basic attack with a dagger, so whatever your dagger attack would be.
D20 plus
Okay, I have a dagger. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
simple weapon, right? It's like
Yeah.
no, we should all have proficiency with it.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Oh!
What?
When the dice tells the story, because Callista is...
Oh my goodness! This just
Her
happened!
hands light up in blue fire as she strikes true.
Alright, and you strike right on the gem. And you watch as this thing just shatters as you drive the dagger into the heart of this statue. You can see that the gem starts to, the crystals just start to emerge out from the heart cavity of this statue, and they start to swirl around you. And you hear behind as she drops her invisibility. She reappears behind all of you, and she's just like, "No! No, you didn't do that!" And it's going, and this whole thing is just swirling around you like a vortex. You still have the dagger pressed inside the statue, and you watch as the statue starts to change.
I keep eye contact with her the entire time.
The statue starts to change. It starts to turn back to flesh. And the stone goes away. And you're not looking at it right now, but looking straight at you is the man. Straight long hair, king's crown above his head. your dagger right in his heart.
I push deeper.
And blood is just starting to pour out from the wound and drip down the front of his breastplate. And the sword, which turned from stone back to a normal metal sword, clangs to the ground beside him. The shield clangs to the ground, and he falls to his knees in front of you, Callista, with your dagger still in his chest.
That's my turn. Lich bitch.
And what a mighty good turn that was. Impy.
Still just flying back.
Okay. Yeah, he makes it to the room.
Okay. Why is this rolling all over the place from trying to move him? Alrighty then, that's really weird.
What's that?
When I'm moving him around, if I move him down, the map moves up. If I move him up, the map moves down.
Weird.
Okay, so I'm just going to give up on moving him then. It does it with my token too. Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, MP's just on his way.
There you go.
back
No, you're
to,
moving. I saw you
but
move.
The map is dancing all over my screen. I can't get Muffin back to where he was.
Strange.
There he is. So I'm going to try reconnecting.
Okay.
But yeah, he's just flying back to the room, and
Okay.
as he comes in, starting to bank up, heading up towards Molfin.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect. He's able to, I mean, with his movement, he's able to pretty much get to Molfin. No problem from taking the 2 turns of dashing to get back.
Oh, okay.
So with that dash, he's back up there. That brings us to Lachlan.
All right. 5, 10, 15. Only one of us is getting out of here alive. Hit her.
Okay. Your shot flings wide over her shoulder as she's going into this rage.
End turn.
And turn. At the end of your turn, Lachlan. In 20 feet. Let me see. Okay, so this is going to go against Molfin, Callista, and Ashlyn. She's going to spend all 3 of her actions this turn. And I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Right. All of a sudden, you hear these terrible screams start to retch at the deepest part of your soul. And you feel, even in your despair that you're in right now after seeing the loss of your comrade, you can feel the energy and the life start to drain from you. Molfin and Ashlyn, you just feel like the deepest pain inside your soul. You guys each take 21 points of necrotic damage, and Callista, you take half as you're able to make your save. Diana, you weren't within the range. You're good. And that was at the end of Lachlan's turn. So it brings us to her turn, and she is flipping out. Callista, she points right at you. This beam of green energy starts to emerge from her pointer fingertip. And she starts reciting these incantations in her rage. They echo throughout the room.
Molfin counter spells.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
You're gonna need to roll. It's a d20 plus your spell casting.
I'm gonna burn a portent. With my spellcasting modifier, that is a 26.
As this is happening, the rage is bulling up in her undead eyes as she's starting to fall apart. Her flesh is peeling off of her face. That once beautiful facade that she had all over her is starting to peel away. Lachlan, what used to be an attractive queen, is now nothing more than this undead shell of a skeleton. And
My
she,
plans are changing.
as this light beams, it starts to protrude out, and then all of a sudden it turns and just wraps around the room and goes off into another direction and just dissipates. And you see this glittering magical energy just into the air. And you hear her just, "No! Yeah!" as she has that hateful rage again. Molfin, seeing you doing that, she just looks towards you and she's like, "That's it. That's enough. The pain is coming to you." And she rushes forward towards you. And that ends her turn.
Are you going after my great grandson?
The lair action goes off, and this tether comes out from her and tethers to Ashlyn this time, and connects to her. Diana, it's your turn.
Muted.
See, it's not just me anymore, folks.
Yo, Zos, you're so muted.
Matthew, I still got no cam for you either.
Oh, let me reconnect my camera.
You there, Zos?
Her microphone's muted in Discord, so she may not realize it.
Yeah, there you go.
No, she's
I
good.
ran and then I accidentally tripped over a chair,
Oh, no.
and then I made a lot of noise. I'm sorry, downstairs
Like in
neighbors.
real life.
Anyways, so how far away from me is she? Is she within 30 feet?
Yes, she is. She looks
Okay,
like she's...
I'm gonna run up on her.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm gonna run up on her with my magic mace.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at her. I'm gonna use my advantage.
Okay. And that will hit.
And
What is
lit
that?
and hit her. And then can I use my bonus action for spiritual weapon to make an attack? Because whenever it says cast time, it just says bonus action. It doesn't say
I
action.
think you can either...
Yeah, it's just a bonus action as an attack.
I think you gotta move it. You have to move it or attack on your bonus action, though, right? Is that the way it is? Or if it gets up to it, it can attack?
I think if you get up to it with the
Okay.
20 feet, you can hit.
Okay, so you moved 5, 10... Yeah, you can get to her with this spiritual weapon, sure. Are you going to spend any of your charges from your
Okay.
mace?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that I was going to spend 2 of my mace charges.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Okay.
And the spiritual weapon is definitely going to hit as well. 8 more
And then also
points.
the spiritual weapon. And then as I'm swinging on her, I just want to be like, oh god. I want to be like, yo, you might have taken away my soul and all of my ability to love, but I can still hate you, and I hate you. All of my soul. Thank you.
Oh my
I wanna drop
gosh.
the mic on that. That's for Anastasia.
She
I don't have a
has-
soul.
No room for love,
can't
but she has
really
all the
say
room for
that
hate.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're beating
It's
on her,
Diana's character.
you're just beating down on her. You can see parts of her skeletal figure starting to break. Things are parts of her dress are starting to rip and tear. You can see this terrible form of what she is now as bones are starting to crack and crumble. It seems like the magical energies that are holding her physical form together are loosening it up and dissipating. Does that end your turn, Diana? I think that's all you can do, right?
It sure does.
Okay.
And Ashlyn, I will heal you.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Okay.
Ashlyn needs to make a saving throw for me. Go ahead and make a Constitution save,
Girl, I'll heal you. I got
because you're
you.
tethered. You are fine. You take no damage.
That's my girl. Like, yeah.
Ooh, these die rolls.
What's your Anastasia?
All right. She already used those. So, Molfin, you're up.
So, Molfin having her stand right in front of him. And she's looking in rough shape, you said?
Yep.
She's not like she's not totally falling
Not on
apart.
death's door, but
Yeah, you can tell she's not on death's
door.
door, but you know it's it's hard to tell with the kind of creature she is. She is the epitome of undeath.
Molfin looks at her. He says, "Ask Chance. Tell me where the third item is. I will not ask again."
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, no.
You can just see just this rage in her. It doesn't look like there's any talking her out of anything right now.
It's a mirror image of Callista's rage.
Yeah, they're like... It's like if you saw a like an MMA fighter poster where the two are like posed like towards each other. It's like Callista on one side and Cruella on the other side, going like this, kind of like in the Mortal Kombat intro scene. Yeah,
And there's only gonna be one fatality again, and it's gonna be her.
Where she doesn't respond, Molfin pulls out the broken dagger that from when Lachlan gave it to him in Hark's cave way back in the day.
Oh.
Slashes his hand, and as the blood ground, just summon Greater Devil
Oh, yes.
to call forth a barbed devil.
A barbed devil appears.
From the 9th pit of hell.
So this fiery form just explodes next to her, and you can see this barbed devil just standing right next to Cruella, and just looking towards her, just a snarling face. Does it roll initiative?
Yes.
Okay. You may roll initiative for
Bring
him.
it up so I can... it is...
Yes, you can, Sarah. You can be the toasty guy.
Toasty!
Oh, that was perfect, MG. Oh, wow.
It goes on the initiative count 20.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Is that your turn, Mulvin?
That's it.
All right, Ashland's up.
Ashlyn is not happy. She's gonna start swinging, even though she knows it might hurt herself. She's just gonna start swinging.
All right.
I just threw the zombie orange peel there, so there's a token, so they know
Okay.
where he is.
Perfect. Yeah, that works.
Just yelling in guttural rage at her, pretty much now.
All right. You have advantage on your attacks because Diana's flanking. Yes, that hits.
I don't think that'll hit.
The second one will not.
I'll use the key point to do martial arts.
Okay. That will hit. As you keep slamming into her, bits of magical energy keep on like zapping. Black energy just zaps up with each impact on Cruella. She teeters back and forth, but now she sees that she is surrounded on all sides. Anything else, Ashlyn?
I call her a bitch.
It seems-
Lich bitch. Very appropriate.
It's very appropriate. It is very appropriate. The king, his eyes roll back into his head. And he begins to fall backwards from you, Callista.
I'm still holding the dagger. I'm not letting that go.
Okay, his body slides off of the dagger. And he falls back into a heap on the floor. That ends his turn. Callista, you're up.
Great. It's like my turn.
I am going to step on his body, looking right at her. This ends now, and I turn back into a Craig cat. And I'm going to back up and do a running jump and pounce on her again.
Okay. Excellent. I'm going to give you advantage on this. Because you guys have her completely surrounded, basically.
$23.
That will hit. You can roll your damage.
She makes a DC strength save.
In which she fails.
So
She.
I get to have an extra attack. I get to bite her.
Oh, so she's prone, right?
Yeah, which means I get a second attack.
Knocked her down, and now you're just chomping down on top of her. Go ahead.
Yep.
With advantage again?
Because she's prone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 13. I don't think it's gonna work.
13 is not going to do it. She's actually able to just turn a little bit, and you just barely miss. What you would have thought would have been flesh, you got nothing but parts of her dress.
I'm just gonna stay on top of her. I'm not moving off of her.
Okay. Cool. That ends Callista's turn. Brings us back to Impy.
So given we're all pretty much surrounded him, does Impy, Molfin's just gonna tell Impy to go search up around have Impy go search up around, like, the throne area.
Okay.
Looking for anything interesting.
Okay. Yeah, Impy heads that way, just kind of snooping around. Just looking at it, it doesn't really see much. I mean, there isn't really much here. The old furnishings, covered in thick layers of dust. Doesn't appear to be much at all.
Okay. That's his act. That's him.
That's what him just snooping around?
Yeah, just snooping around looking for anything that looks interesting.
Okay, gotcha. That brings us to Lachlan.
All right, Lolson is gonna get a proper angle on Cruella,
Okay.
and I'll say to her, "Give me the third item. Point me to the third item, and I can call off my underlings." And then I'll shoot her.
Okay, sure. You also have advantage.
Oh shoot!
That will hit.
Oh wow! Finally, and I think I probably get my sneak.
You do.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Wow. Wow.
This is your last chance. We could be allies.
You take this shot, and it sticks right into her skull. And it sticks out of there, and she's just like looking towards you, Lachlan. Looking at all the people around her. This is not going to happen. I will not fall. Not to you.
You don't have to fall. Give me the third item, and this could all end.
She shot her in the face. That's great.
And she's technically already on the ground, so she has fallen.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
You're dealing with something beyond your power.
Oh, yeah, technically she would have been prone.
That
They would have canceled it out. I would have made it a normal roll. You still rolled the 19, so it would have worked.
Okay.
Cool. So, yeah,
The future could belong to both of us.
Cool.
It's not over.
All right. That ends your turn, Lachlan, correct?
Join me.
Join me. Lachlan, at the end of your turn, she is going to...
Oh no.
She's going to force everybody within 20 feet of her to do this again. She's going to use up all 3 of her legendary actions. And I believe that's everybody. So everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw, as the area around her just starts to swarm with this dark, magical energy.
Not good. Not good.
Is this an area effect?
No, it's...
Or is it a target?
It's not a target.
So it's an area effect?
No, it's a. I would say it's an area effect.
Yeah.
Ooh. The only one who makes the save is Ashlyn. So Ashlyn, you take half damage. Everyone else is going to take 23 points. Ashlyn, you take 11 of necrotic damage as you guys hear these constant terrible whispers in your mind of terrible creatures and souls that screams of men and women alike just fill your thoughts, and it's begins to just strike pain throughout your whole entire soul.
Same thing, so. You said it was 21?
23. 23.
Okay.
If you made the save, it was 11.
No, I had to roll for the devil.
Oh, yes, gotcha. Okay. Cruella reaches up towards Callista, grabs her by the fur on both sides of her face.
No.
And you watch as she begins to recite some incantations.
No.
Wolford whips off another spell.
Let me check something really quick.
Oh no.
All right, go ahead and roll for me.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is your D20 plus your
Yep.
spellcasting modifier.
Wait, is it my is it just my intelligence modifier, or is
Should
it
be your
the
spell.
mod-
You're proficient, right?
Yeah,
Should be
so
your
it should be
spellcasting modifier.
It's just-
So it should be
okay,
your
it's
plus.
It's just, I think it's a D.
plus 9. Yeah.
It's your D10 plus your or D20 plus your.
Ooh, that's not good. That's 16. That'll cover up to a level 6 spell.
Level 6. This happens to be a level 7.
Oh no.
As you guys are standing there, Cruella and Callista disappear.
No save?
Let me double check. I don't think so. There might be. Good question.
Because if it's a save, I can turn it on her.
You might be able to. Let me double check just to be sure. I don't have the spell description up, so I want to double check.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No.
It's crazy stuff, this. Yes, there is a save.
Okay, what's the save?
Charisma save.
Oh, great. Okay.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait a second. I have to make an attack roll against you first to see if you even have to make the save. I'm glad I read that.
Okay.
Spell attack. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit you. An 18 plus a 12. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Charisma save. That's not gonna do it.
No.
You guys vanish. Callista, you appear in a different area. You're actually within a chamber, and Cruella is there, but nobody else. And you can see around you, and as you appear, she looks at you right in the eyes and says, "This was gonna be Diana's room."
Oh, you did not.
And she just smiles a little bit at you.
Instant snarl, just feral. Like, the feral was already there, but it's now, she says Diana's name, it amplifies.
Okay, got you. That's going to end her turn. And the lair, nothing lair action goes off. So Diana, it's your turn.
All right. First of all, muted myself before taking off my headphones. With not dumb. I cast Mass Healing Word on everybody.
Nice. Nice.
That happens at
Oh,
this point.
so
but
everybody gets
your girl
eight
tried.
hit points back to everybody in the room as Ilmater
And
gives
I
his blessing
don't
to the group.
have anything to swing at anymore because Callista's gone. I don't know what to do. So I kind of I look at Molfen and I'm like, what? And that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. Molfen.
Having much the same reaction that Diana is at the moment with them disappearing and the counterspell failing. A moment of panic, of confusion, and then... Wait, her staff. Where did her staff go? Molfen sort of puts his hand out. Let me identify it, see if... Oh, Molfin's gonna burn a level 1 spell rather than...
Okay.
And cast... click.
Identify? Excellent.
Yep.
This is a staff of power. Which has a lot of spells within it. Such as a 5th level fireball, cone of cold, globe of invulnerability, hold monster, levitate.
Nothing transporting.
Wait, hold on a second. Magic missile, lightning bolt, nothing transportation based. Doesn't look like it.
That's wonderful. Has a great many spells attached in it. If I can make use of it, if you're willing to let me have it, Lachlan.
I mean, there would be no resistance there.
All right.
No, there's resistance on the end. That's
And
part
then-
of just keep Molfen away from that old thing.
And then looking around and just say, I do not have any means to follow them. I don't even have a way to find her. She was always the one who found us.
Crystal ball.
I was
that-
just going to think. I had a concept.
Was that a metagaming pigeon coughing? Was that-
Hang on, I'm getting a vision. I'm getting a vision. I can hear her voice in the back. Wow, it's like she's still here. I can hear.
What would Calista do?
Yeah, we need more shirts.
Anastasius threw that ball. I don't know if that. He seemed like it was really important. Oh God, I just remembered. He's not unconscious. He's okay. Not looking at that. Focus on finding the ball.
Okay. Yeah. You can.
Diana.
Yeah, Diana, you can
Ignore.
You can head back to. I mean, the ball's just kind of like laying there, about 20 feet behind you. Just came to rest
I'll
on the
just
floor.
delicately pick that up and bring it to Molfen. Like,
Yeah. As you're walking towards Molfen, you see a little halfling's face inside of it. It says, "Hey, how's it going?"
hello.
Hey, you're Diana, right?
Yeah, but
yeah. So when are we getting out of here?
Oh no.
what?
I mean,
What was the question?
I mean,
I'm sorry. Hang on.
so
What was the question?
so listen, I got to get out of here. Can you help me?
I don't. I'm not qualified.
Not
Um,
Of course you're qualified.
I just work here. I don't know.
Diana, are you talking to yourself?
No, there's some.
You broke Diana.
So it's just basically having a conversation with you, Diana, during the rest of your turn, and or what you had already gone over and got that. Ashlyn, it'd be your turn. As Molfin did his identify.
Now you're muted, BB.
Everybody muted.
Thank you.
We'll get a
Wolfen,
mute.
what should I do?
I'm the only one that hasn't yet. Not going wood.
Do you know what I should do, Uncle Wolfen?
I have no information. I do not know yet.
I need to hit something because it hurts so much.
I would tell you to hit the friend I've called up here, but he may hit back and...
Oh. Would I know where the tether went?
The tether, it just dissipated.
Okay.
Basically, at the start of each turn, it just dies out and untethers.
Okay.
So you're no longer tethered.
I guess I'll just hold an action until if she pops back up.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start screaming, Callista! Callista!
Your voice just echoes off of the stone walls in the chamber.
Do any of us have like a locate object spell that we?
Callista does.
Callista could find Callista. We, however, cannot find Callista.
The irony. Oh.
Yeah.
Callista, you're staring down at Kruella, who is laughing after she just releases her grip on you. Look at you, all alone. It's just you and I.
Not just the way I like it. She can't understand me, but that's what I'm thinking.
Just nothing
She's still
but...
pinned under there?
Yes, she's still prone.
She's under, yeah, so she's prone. So I'm
prone.
gonna go for a jugular, going straight for her throat. I'm gonna bite her.
You have advantage.
Do it. Do it.
Tear it out. Tear it out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa,
she's
really?
able to just... You're just misjudging your attack as she just moves her head back and forth rapidly as you come back to try to bite her again.
That's fine. I'm just gonna keeping her pinned. I'm not getting off of her.
Well,
I'm not moving
technically,
away.
technically, she is prone. She's not restrained or grappled in any way. But
Right,
she's,
but I'm not moving off a top. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna have to like leave my space
Oh
if
yeah,
she
yeah,
wants.
absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Impy.
As he's flying around, Molfin tells him to go back where he came from and send help.
Wow.
You want me to get help?
Oh no.
We need travel.
Travel to where?
I have no idea. Find us a way to move, though.
Ooh, I like this. This is fun. Why? And he flies over to Ashlyn, puts a hand on Ashlyn's shoulder, and is like, "You want travel too?"
Yeah, away from you.
We go together.
Oh God. Okay.
He looks over at Lachlan, who looks like Molfin, and then looks confused back to Molfin. That's funny. Some fire like emerges from his fingertips as he's just hovering around. He's like,
Do what I told you.
"Okay, I'll be right back. Stay here."
We will.
He just vanishes in this puff of red smoke and fire.
God, Uncle Molfin, I hate that thing.
I have
How
the
could you?
horrifying feeling he's going to bring us a horse.
Oh yeah, that's true. A dead horse, probably.
Well, at least we could beat it.
Ha.
Okay. Lachlan, it's your turn.
All right. So when Cruella and Callista disappeared, did anything change in the room? Is there anything I noticed where it's like that I could even react to, or no?
Something did change in the room. You start to see a red glow coming from the far hallway, and you start to smell smoke.
Like down here?
Yeah, down where Impy came from.
One of the two hallways.
Both of the hallways.
Oh, both of the hallways.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Yes, there is a pretty hefty red glow coming from both halls.
Whatever. I'm gonna pull out a short sword. I'm gonna wait here, and I'll hold an action that if I see anyone that even looks like Cruella, I'm gonna stab her.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect.
Turn.
All right. It's the Barb Devil's turn. And on its turn, you watch as it looks like it's feeling some pain. And it starts to buck a little bit. And its chest starts to pop out a little bit.
What?
And then two hands just emerge out from it. And open up its chest cavity from the inside. And you see this burning, fiery flame from the background. And out starts to stand this figure. It stands much taller than the Barb Devil. He looks like a very sophisticated-looking individual. With a deep red cloak.
Yes.
That drops down to the floor. These dark black boots as it steps out. And you notice on its shoulder is Impy. And it looks down towards Mofin. And Mofin, you recognize it immediately as Asmodeus himself. And he looks down at you. Travel. You're seeking travel. One dead Lich is as good as another when it comes to the war against Sorcus.
No.
He looks down.
No.
He looks down at his pointed fingernails. Kind of just picks at him a bit. Looks back at the rest of the group. Well, you better hold on.
Molfen reaches out and grabs onto Lachlan.
You guys all begin to hold on to one another, and all of a sudden you feel this weird sensation come up to you as almost these weird magical flames start to just surround you. This red fire, and all of a sudden you can feel, hey, thank you so much for the follow, we appreciate that. You guys start to almost feel weightless, and you begin to see this red fire just spinning all around you as you're just being tossed and strewn about. And all of a sudden, you guys are dumped out into an area where you can see just 10 feet ahead of you. Callista, in her form, is on top of Cruella. And Cruella looks over quickly. No. Impossible. No. And then you hear that figure again. Let's count this as another victory.
No, no.
For the deepest of hells. Good work, Impy. Yes! Yes! Cruella, is her turn. She is going to roll away from you, Callista. If you'd like to make an attack of opportunity, you can.
Mm-hmm. Still at advantage because she's prone rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Still, that does not hit. She's able to just get out of your grasp when you scrape a lot across the rocky ground. She stands up. She's looking around, almost getting into desperation mode. And not knowing what to do. You see her start to begin to cast incantations around herself.
One more time.
One more time. What level are you casting it at?
4th.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll for me.
That'll do it.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh.
As you see her, it almost like seems like she's starting to put this protective layer around her. And she's reaching up towards it, and this dome-like structure, almost a magical dome, starts to appear above her head. And then as quickly as it starts to emerge, it just starts to rattle back, and the magical energy just explodes over her head. She's stunned. She looks around. She's like, "No, this is your doing. You stole from me." And she just
Oh,
kind
You could
of...
have given me the third item.
Would Lachlan's attack go off since you said he would shoot whoever looked like
She
him?
was still when you guys emerged, you were within 10 feet, and he had a sword, so he wouldn't be within reach.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't have triggered it. Diana, your go.
Diana, you're muted.
Yeah, she's unmuting.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, unmuted now. Okay. I'll do the same thing I did last time. I'll just grab my old mace and I'll swing at her.
Okay, so you rush
Run
up.
and swing at her.
She did stand, so you won't. She won't have advantage on this attack.
Okay. That's okay because I will also use my bonus action to use my spiritual weapon too, so it's not too rough.
All right. She uses her reaction to cast shield. So your magic mace deflects off of the shield that she casts with her reaction.
Does shield last the entire duration of her till her next turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
Can I use spiritual weapon as well?
you can. Yeah.
Okay.
That's some mighty power devil juice, I'm just saying. Brought a spiritual weapon with
that just hits. It breaks the shield. You can roll damage.
Yes. Oh, I hope it rolls good, not like a 1. A 9. A 9.
9. Oh, 9. Yeah, you
A 9
slam in.
is-
She stumbles back a bit.
I just kill her.
Callista, no, he did not bring the body.
I kind of figured.
Okay.
Wow, how does this...
I think that end when your turn, Diana. And
Yeah.
that brings us to...
Actually,
Well, yeah.
ooh, no.
Okay.
Never mind. I can't use any healing bonus actions.
Mofin, you're up. And you hear that figure behind you standing confidently with its arms crossed like this, Impy on his shoulder. Now, Mofin. What do we do with cohorts of the Prince of Undeath?
What do I have that'll be fun? I am... Molfin is running a little low.
No kidding.
So,
You got the staff.
He's not attuned.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, Molfin is going to...
Do you have another staff?
Nope, Molfin is going to do one of the only things he's got left.
Mm-hmm.
How far is Cruella from...
10 feet. Well, 20 feet now that she rolled back.
Okay. So, Molfin is going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
All right.
Nice.
DC.
She will need to make a strength saving throw.
In which she fails.
wait,
She's
yeah,
gonna
that's
she's
fair.
gonna use a legendary resistance to succeed instead. So as the hand kind of tries to crumple around her, she's just able to just duck out of its grasp, just nick of time. The hand tears some more of her dress off of her, revealing just the skeletal form underneath.
And then Molfin is going to circle around behind her. So he's on one side and leave the rest of the group on the other.
Perfect. Okay. Ashlyn.
I'm gonna... Oh. I don't know what he's planning, but I'm gonna go up and flank her.
Perfect. You can. So basically, there's all three of you kind of surrounding her right now. Diana, Molfen, and Ashlyn.
I'm gonna start hitting her, hopefully.
Yes, that's going to strike. 8 points. Oh my gosh! A 31 nat 20.
And then I'm gonna use my lightning damage to do 2d6. I don't want too much, but it'll still do something.
Well, it's a crit, so that's double the dice.
46, yes.
Yeah.
So that's 16.
Even though she's resistant, it's still something.
Okay. And then I'll use my martial arts, and I'll do flurry of blows.
Jeez,
Oh my
Monk.
gosh!
Monk.
And Ashlyn, as you run up, you slam her with the staff once. Then you come across and you slam her again, this time down on the shoulder, and then the lightning starts to dissipate from the weapon. And just, the lightning doesn't seem to do much, but it seems to just wrap all around her. And as the impact hits and you take your martial arts to just come across with a fist, you punch her right arm completely off of her body.
Good.
As it goes shattering into bones off of, and she just looks down, and she looks almost completely shocked as she's just sitting there.
Shattered into bones. I was
Wobbling
gonna
back and
shove
forth.
that somewhere.
I know. This can't. No. Not to you. No. Callista.
You said she's 20 feet from me?
She's 10 feet from you.
I'm gonna back up and make it 20 and do a pounce
Okay.
again.
Roll your attack.
And I will flank so I get the advantage.
As Callista wraps around, charging. You hit. Go ahead and roll your damage as you jump up towards her, claws extended. That kind of the Lion King pose as you jump out of the flames.
You got this, girl.
Callista, describe for us how Cruella the Black meets her end.
Good job.
I'm going to make it as slow as possible.
That's
As
dark.
I rip my claws into her chest and start to rip her apart. Although I didn't see Asmodeus do this, I'm kind of doing the same thing of him, but I'm going from the outside in instead
So
of the inside
you're trying to
out.
carve into her. Nice.
And
Can
just
I curb stomp her
ripping?
a couple times?
And my mouth goes straight for her throat as she screams, and I pull.
In her head, dislodges.
Before she loses consciousness, I drop form,
Okay.
so she looks me straight in the eye.
Yes.
I light my hand and just put it over her face.
And you hear just these horrible, terrible screams. You can hear the whispers of souls wrapping around as all of a sudden this next whirlwind kind of consumes all of you around the corpse of Cruella as bones start to turn to dust, and this dust starts to just pelt you on the face, just like a sandstorm hitting all the parts of your open skin and your flesh. It's just zapping everywhere. And when you're standing there and it all starts to settle, Diana, you feel something change, as if you love this group.
Aww. Something good happened.
And Callista, you pull out the dagger, Zulkin's dagger, and you watch as it just slowly starts to
No!
dissipate,
I help it along by burning it with blue flame.
and it ignites in the blue flame, and all the dust just shatters out into the flame and smoke. And Kruella the Black is no more.
I spit at her ashes.
I'm gonna start running for Anastasia.
Is there anything else I can pour on her ashes?
You guys are on a completely different plane right now
Oh.
than
How do we
Anastasia.
get out of here? How do we get
Take
out
me
of here?
back. I look right at Asmodeus. Take me back to him.
He looks at you and he says, I can take you back, but you do know that he's moved on.
Take me back to him.
I've got money. I have gems.
He looks down towards Molfen. It seems that they want to go back.
Assuming you are willing, we did not quite get the location we needed, but it is best to return to whence we were.
Behind you, you hear a door open. And he looks at all of you and he says, well, perhaps we should take them too. And you look back and you can see that there's a hallway that leads to where the fountain was. Chamber, and you can see Brock and Dorn out there and a few of the other women standing there.
That's not where we need to go.
We need the other room.
No, but we can return the other way.
Can we?
No, we can't. We don't have the dagger. The
Take
dagger opens the door. We need the
me
room.
back.
Through the portal, we can just go to the fountain.
Fair enough. He kind of turns around. He waits for Brock. Brock kind of runs up to all of you guys. He's got the other women. They're awake now, and they all look at this terrifying figure standing there, towering above you, about probably 10 foot tall.
Long story.
Yeah? I can't say I'm surprised.
When Lachlan says that, Molfen looks over at him and goes, Molfen!
You guys all gather around Asmodeus, and that same sensation occurs. This time to everybody gathered. And you emerge back into the initial chamber, where Kruella made her lair and her dwelling. You can see this place is filled with smoke. The glow of the fire from the far tunnel seems to be getting brighter and more intense.
Can we get the body? Can we do something with the body?
I've instantly, she is at Anastasia's side, cradling him in her arms and just holding him.
I'll get his legs. We gotta do something, right?
It's quickly back to the entrance and out the portal.
Callista's not moving.
We gotta do something.
Asmodeus looks at you, Molfen, and he's kind of like, Molfen, where do you need to go?
Molfen thinks, I suppose, looks at the group, the outskirts of Waterdeep.
Fair enough.
Unless someone has a better idea.
That's probably where he'd want to go.
Yes, preferably somewhere not in the city, though. Half a day's travel from there, perhaps, or half an hour. I think us arriving in the middle of the city with a body would be unsettling for people.
I can hide a body in Waterdeep. We just need to get him out of here.
And there's your answer.
Okay.
And with his back to the party, Molfen will look up at him and give just the slightest smirk.
He gives you a slight smirk back. He walks over towards Callista. And he takes his hand and he sets it down on Callista's shoulder. You know, he did a great deed in helping to defeat this terrible Lich Queen.
I wasn't strong enough. I shouldn't have asked him to come. This is my fault. This is all my fault. What have I done?
Callista, you will overcome. You have not reached your full potential. It hurts now. I know. But one day, you will see things in a different light. I know it. Looks at Molfen. Gives him a little smirk. Looks down at the rest of the group. Outside of Waterdeep, you say? I can get you there. And he looks at Molfen. After that, it's up to you.
There is much to be done. But this first.
He nods. And starts to gather everybody around, if you're all willing. These bright red flames start to emerge all around you. That same sensation of feeling weightless occurs as you see this spinning red flame all around. And you appear in a forest. Under the dark of night.
Is it somewhere I'm familiar with? I've been to Waterdeep.
Yeah, you'd be familiar with it. You guys, he probably put you within probably 10 miles of Waterdeep.
Okay.
In the outskirts. And at that point, he kind of just looks at you, Molfen. We're getting closer.
Yes, we are.
He looks at the group, and then he casts a strange glance at Dorn. Before he turns around and begins to walk through the darkness. And with one last glow of fire, Asmodeus disappears.
He's gone! Cast the good guy magic! Come on!
I could try tomorrow. I have nothing left.
Tomorrow.
None of us have anything at this point, Lachlan.
He's gone now!
I have nothing left. I'm not strong enough.
Can we shake him? It's like when Moby fell in the bottom of the moat. Right? It's not over.
I just hold Anastasia's tighter.
You guys continue to watch as Callista's tears just run down her face off of her nose and seem to come to rest on the side of Anastasia's cheek.
Molfen walks over to Dorn, getting almost uncomfortably close.
Dorn is just like watching Callista and seeing the scene before him. You can see that he's definitely uncomfortable to begin with, but you approaching him that way is making him very uneasy.
What of you? Can't your deity do something about this?
He kind
It's
of
not really in the realm of the one I am currently working with.
I may be able to do something, but we'd have to get him to a temple right away.
I look at Dorn. I'm just shaking my head.
We should
no.
rest this evening, and we can bring him first thing in the morning.
The morning's a long way away.
It is already dark, Lachlan.
Can we not get into Waterdeep in the dark?
One assumes we can, but what if there are problems?
We can deal with
Balls.
problems.
Under any normal circumstance, yes, but in this condition,
How hard is it to get into a city?
we do not know how long we have been in the Shadowfell.
What do you mean?
Do you not remember when Moby came back? He was gone for what? 3 weeks? And it was 12 years for him? We feel like we've been gone mere days. What if it's been months here? We have no idea what we are walking into. It is not intelligent to walk into that unknown in this weakened state.
Can we afford to be intelligent? Like,
Dawn, what say you? Could it wait until morning?
The longer we wait, the more difficult it is, and it's a very expensive, and we have to find the right people.
I've smuggled bodies out of Waterdeep. I bet I can get a body in one.
If Callista was aware of what was happening, she would not be surprised by this sort of information.
I mean, come on. Let's be serious here.
I do not think money will be of any real concern.
He looks at you and he's like, well, it's really up to you then if we go in tonight and we're going in the morning. He kind of looks at Diana and he's like, I might prefer night.
Oh, that's 2 to my 1. Fine, if everyone says night is better, then Callista, do you feel able to travel?
Whatever we need to do, let's do it. I don't care. I'm done leading.
Are any gates better than the others?
Lachlan, you probably would have a little bit of insight on that. Waterdeep's pretty secure.
Yeah.
When it comes to gates, but you may have some information that might help. You know some shifty cats on the inside.
Really?
Question, Michael.
That might be able to help you guys get in.
Yeah.
Question, Michael.
Yeah.
Anastasius has made his presence very known in Waterdeep before. Would they remember him?
Yeah, some of them probably would. Yeah, he was
in a good way or a bad way.
Pretty popular bard.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a good way or a bad way?
Mostly good.
You can never tell.
Okay.
Then we push on. We follow Dawn's advice and we go through the gates now.
Up, over, under, whatever we have to do.
Okay. So you guys begin to head that way, through the forest. These outdated clothed women in tow, following you. As they start moving with you, not really sure what is going on, just kind of trying to keep out of the midst of this conversation. I think some of them were still terrified at the vision of Asmodeus and just everything.
Handle it.
Hey, look, I don't know what to tell them. I've been trying to start conversation with them the whole time. You guys were gone for a while, and it was just all really small, awkward talk. You know? Like, I don't know how to talk to them.
How about you don't talk and you help me carry Anastasius?
Yes, ma'am. He reaches down and he helps and picks up, and you guys begin to walk through the forest, and that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder.
I feel like I just sat through 20 episodes.
It was a big one. It was a big one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to Storm King's Thunder. Cruella the Black is no more. But with
Anastasius.
one of our heroes has fallen. So does anybody have a nat 20 to give away tonight?
I don't know.
I'm drained, my dude.
Me too.
I am. As a dungeon master, I'm drained. Yeah. Diana's saying Callista.
Yeah.
The true raw roleplay. Man.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
I feel like there are things we're never going to learn about Callista. Entire things have been blocked off from the story. The future has been changed.
Yep.
It has. It has. There's no telling what could have happened had Cruella continued to do what she was planning to do. You're all heroes.
Huh. At what price?
Ultimate price.
Cloppity.
So,
For some.
yeah, Cloppity, thank you so much for chiming in. Yeah, Callista's going to have that nat 20 for next time. Just a reminder, we will be off next week. And we will have a 2-week little time where we can all kind of come to terms and come to grips with what has happened during this episode and get ready to move on to our next leg of Storm King's Thunder. So when
Finding the Weevil.
Finding the Weevil. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you find yourself face to face with a Lich Queen, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. And don't forget to add the Supreme Devil. Ask the Supreme Devil of the Nine Hells for a little bit of help. You guys have a great week, and we will see you soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Love you. Bye.